juice. You are short of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohinya, Ogome, Dodoma, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com. Tune in on Great Hit.
Amazing. One of the things that did not involve that. What did that myself and the wife are just and 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio.
Broadcast live online. Turn it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Terrorism, aka Mr. Stone. This is the Kingmaker of Rock for the Girls. We're here. This is Starr Radio. We don't go nowhere in UK. London. We don't call them London. Oh yeah, we call them London. You know, have fun. Stay blessed.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online, written, and
In your car,
at work,
at home.
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. And it is a very good evening and welcome once again to Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And this evening, the 24th of August 2022, as we always say on this program, we couldn't have done this without all our viewers, our listeners from around the globe. And we really appreciate your time that you're spending with us every Wednesday. My name is Ola Yomi Koiki, and I'll be taking you through the program this evening where we have a lot to discuss. But before we go into the conversation, I'd like to appreciate my producer, Mr. Frank, Mr. Archie, and all the rest of the technical team back in the studio that are working tirelessly to make sure that we can continue to bring this live transmission to all our listeners and viewers from around the globe. Today is the 24th. That means we are just, getting closer till the end of August. But one thing is, as the countdown continues, the question is, what is the way forward in Nigeria? Which way Nigeria How many of us remember, that particular lyrics? That lyrics is being getting ready by my technical team that are working tirelessly behind the scene. Sonny Okosu sang Which Way, Which Way Nigeria, a very, very long time ago. We see if we can give you the background of exactly when. But if you look back to Which Way Nigeria, the question in the heart of millions of Nigerians today is Nigeria still visible? Is Nigeria continue to be a country, or is Nigeria going to be another Soviet Union that would eventually crumble down, in a very, 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 very quickly and swiftly? Because the division in Nigeria today, it's so big that you cannot deny it. People can tell you, oh, everything is fine, there's no problem in Nigeria. But I've got to be honest with you, there is a lot in Nigeria that a lot of you will probably never know. There's a lot happening in Nigeria. There's a lot that is not yet being revealed to so many Nigerians. And, my job is to make sure that we give you everything that you need to know. And this evening, we're going to be doing the same thing when we continue to say Nigeria is literally a failed state, but a lot of Nigerians believe that Nigeria can be, revived. Let us listen to the first lyric of the tonight, Which Way Nigeria by Sonny Okosu, while we get ready. When we look at the music, Which Way Nigeria, that was sung a very long time ago, everything doesn't seem to have changed. Everything seems to be the same thing. Nothing has changed, for the last 62 years of the, of the independence of Nigeria. What we have seen is, more problem in Nigeria than we've ever seen before. As we are getting ready once again, I welcome you as you are all joining, and have a very, glass of water. I've got one here. It's very, very hot looking at the weather outside. But which way Nigeria is the question. And when you look at the topic that we have tonight, after speaking to my producer, we review and ask the question. There's a lot of division, a lot of people that want change. People are fed up with the two political parties, the PDP and the APC. People are frustrated with Nigeria, but as those frustrations continue to grow, the reaction of that is not yet, being materialized. That means, we are not seeing a lot of Nigerians that are outside, complaining or very, very angry, with the system. So that literally means that, the pressure is not there yet. The university students are out of school since almost 586 days. The nurses are on strike. A lot of Nigerians would like to japa as the language that they use back home. My name is Olayomi Koiki. This is Naija Voices, and this is how we roll it every Wednesday. Let's go back again. Which Way Nigeria? The reason why I've used the topic tonight, Nigeria, what is the way forward? Going to help me tonight, most of our listeners and viewers, depending on which part you're watching. If you're watching us on Starr Radio UK, continue to also tell your friends that every Wednesday you will join me here where we discuss issues affecting Nigerians, the indigenous people. I'm going to come back to, why are the Yorubas saying they want you out of Nigeria? And that is my own take as well. I believe that Nigeria has expired and it is time that we allow the indigenous people. You will have the opportunity to call into the program tonight, but let us again listen to Which Way Nigeria. Is Nigeria still going to become a country, or are we looking at the breakup of Nigeria as Sonny Okosu said some almost decades ago.
Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start. How long shall we be?
Well, if you're watching us on Star Radio UK, I welcome you. Believe Yourself says no way forward to location 419. Prince Abimbola says good afternoon from here. White Lion, I say good afternoon to you. If you're watching us on Star Radio UK, I will read your comment out. I will appreciate you. But if you're watching me from the other transmission, I say good evening, and we might not be able to pick up some of your comment there, but we will try to do so. But for now, if you're watching us on Star Radio UK, you would also be recognized. Do you still think that we can reach the promised land, as Sonny Okosu told us, after the song was sung? How many years ago was that song? How many years ago? Who could remember that? Do you think that we can save Nigeria? Do you all think that we can save Nigeria? And if we can't save Nigeria, what can we do? As those of you that says we should keep Nigeria, some says 2023 election is going to hold. My surprise is, do the Northerners want to let the power go and give it to the Southeast or the Southwest? Or are we going to see turbulence in Nigeria? That reminds me, each time I traveled on the aircraft and you see, on the airplane, you will sometimes be told, fasten your seatbelt because we're going into the turbulence.
So Nigeria would die.
How many people remember that even Barrister, the late, Barrister at some point also, gave us a clue about a prophecy. I'm talking about almost 20 years ago when the late Sikiru, Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister, told us that a prophecy about Nigeria's separation some 20 years ago. We are welcoming you. It is 6:15. We're going to be here till 8:30. Take a seat. If you're driving home, increase the volume so that your neighbor that is next driving to you will be knowing that you are listening to Niger Voices. Welcome again to everyone that have joined us so far. Well, for those of you that are watching us on the other platform, I say good evening to you, Mr. Fatai Ogumefu, and good evening to you, Adeshino Adeyemo. My question tonight I'm asking is, which way Nigeria and why? How do we move forward? Nigeria, what is the way forward? Some of you are already saying it is the Yoruba nation is the way forward. Some says we could kick Nigeria. Some say it is obedient. Peter Obi is going to solve the problem. Some people are saying that Atiku will be able to resolve the problem. Some are even saying Emilokan, Yoruba, should become the next president. Which one are you taking out of all these that is becoming the discussion in Nigeria? I'm going to be telling you how many more days before an election in Nigeria. But for now, Sonny Okosu, which way Nigeria? Do we have to blame the government for every little thing, or do we have to blame ourselves for not talking out in time until everything is now collapsing and folding in our hands?
We know everything that goes wrong because we are part of the government.
Are we part of the problem? Is Yoruba part of the problem? Is Igbo part of the problem? Is Hausa Fulani part of the problem? Is 371 ethnic groups part of the problem? Or was it just the creation of Nigeria that was the problem? How many people still want to save Nigeria? How many of you want to save Nigeria? Good evening to you. Taiwo Kike says, good evening, Yoruba Nation. No, going back. Good evening to you. Fatai Ogumefu said, the only available option is Yoruba Nation. Oh, Yetade Blessing says, Yoruba Nation is the Rukayat Omawumi says, Yoruba Nation, now. I say, good evening and welcome once again to those of you that have joined us. As we also be speaking English, we're going to be speaking our language as well. Yoruba. The late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister also told us a prophecy. Emma Gbaradi, the engineer, are getting that music ready. It is 18 minutes past 1800 hours, and that also means 18 past 6 p.m. local time in London. The weather is so beautiful, it's extremely warm, and I hope those of you that are traveling on the London Underground should make sure you have a lot of drinkable water in your bag. Why people are saying that elections should continue to hold in Nigeria, do you also agree that we hold election in 2023? And if we have to hold election, are you going to tell me the reason why we should hold an election in 2023? I would love to know the reason why we need to hold election in 2023. If you have the opinion, and this is the good thing about democracy, everybody, good evening to you, Mace Gold, says selection can't solve anything. The only thing, solution. I want to know what is your take on that. You know, do you think that we should dissolve Nigeria? Should we go for 2023 election? What actually is your own belief? And why do you believe that that is the best option? And do you think that your own option is better than the rest of the, Nigerians? Because a lot of people are saying that we should break Nigeria, but not everybody believes that Nigeria needs to break up. So what do you tell those that says, we don't want to break Nigeria. Nigeria is a great country. We can work it out. It's the leadership. This is what the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister told us some 20 years ago. Kọ́lọ̀ fọ̀run kẹ́ bàbá wa, the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister, àwọn náà fi sọ fún wa pé ní 20 years ago, there is probability that there will be a war in Nigeria. The late Dr. Malafia told us the same thing. Let us enjoy this beautiful track by the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister. Ǹjẹ́ nígbà tí bàbá wa the late Sikiru Ayinde Barrister nígbà tó ń kọrin yẹn ṣé wọ́n rí vision ni pé Nàìjíríà máa ní ogun tó máa pín sọ́nà mẹ́ta àbí wọ́n kàn ń kọrin tẹ́gẹ́ tiwọn bí olórin ṣe máa ń kọrin wọn ni. Mo kí gbogbo yín níbikíbi tẹ́ ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ètò là ń pè ní Starr Radio UK níbi tí a ti máa ń gbétò yìí wá láti bí ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn ní ètò yìí ti ń wá sórí afẹ́fẹ́ láti ìlú London. Orúkọ tèmi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, èmi náà ni mo jẹ́ agbẹnusọ fún gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa láti orí Starr Radio. Màmá kí producer mi Frank àti Archie níbikíbi tí wọ́n bá wà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Let's enjoy the program and we hope to run it up to 8:30. I'm going to open the phone line very soon, but I say good evening and welcome once again to Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Ṣé nígbà tí bàbá wa the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister nígbà tó fẹ́ kọrin jáde, ṣé Ọlọ́run fi ìran wọ̀n ni àbí wọ́n kàn kọrin gẹ́gẹ́ bí in tí wọ́n rí nígbà yẹn? And this is about 20 years ago that we're listening to right now. He's also narrating for the benefit of those that do not understand that language that is being spoken there. That is the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister. Good evening to you, Olukunle Oyewole. Good evening to you, Bankole says, Yoruba Nation Lokan. Iyawa Olajumoke says, good evening, brother, and well done. Amos Akishola says, good evening. Good evening to every one of you. And let us say, was the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister saw something that many of us are now looking up to now to say, Nigeria is now at the verge of breakup. He's actually telling us that he dreamt about a war that break loose in Nigeria. Let's hear a little bit more. Once again, it goes back to say that he dreamt about a war that broke loose in Nigeria. We pray that there will not be, but it seems that already there's a lot that is going on in Nigeria that might become a war zone very soon. Is again telling us that the three major groups went separately after the war. Is that going to happen? Which way Nigeria? Remember Sonny Okosu? I'm again asking everybody tonight, Nigeria, what is the way forward? I want to know from you. Continue to put a comment out. Somebody say it is a dream, Iran mini. Okay, we have to wait and see. Is that dream going to happen? Is the next question. I say good evening to you, Ayo Ade. Our father pretend Nigeria is one country. Now we all know that they are not unite. Nigeria, Yoruba nation, now. Good evening to you, Mrs. Fumilayo. And you say, well done, the white lion of Africa. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ṣé nígbà tí bàbá wa tó ń kọrin yẹn, ǹjẹ́ ìran ni wọ́n rí àbí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ń kọrin? Wọ́n kàn ń sọ tí ẹ̀mí ní kọ́kọ́ ni. Again, the northern part are Arewa as we know them, and the southwest are known as Oduduwa or Yoruba Nation or Omoluabi. But the question tonight is, are we going to see the end of Nigeria, or will there be election in 2023? This is the question I'm asking tonight as we're getting ready for the program this evening. Again, this was 20 years ago when the late Sikiru Ayinde Barrister also mentioned the Biafra, that there we go on their own separate way. But it doesn't seem that the Nigeria of today literally wants to break apart. Is that going to happen or not? You're welcome again to Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Again, he talked about that the Yoruba actually call themselves the Oduduwa, just as a lot of people are saying, it doesn't matter, Yoruba nation, Oduduwa nation. Good evening all the way from California, Mrs. Stella Ujo, Ekuaro, White Lion, is actually morning in California, while it is already evening here in London. Good evening to you, Mr. Ibrahim Bello. As I'm asking the question, Mrs. BC Makonjola says, if Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi can do it, why did they wait to this extent? They cannot do anything. We want Yoruba nation now. We are tired and fed up of the politicians. Ibrahim Bade Geshi, Yoruba nation now is what you say. I'm reading some of your comments, even though a lot of you are watching and listening from different platforms. Costa TV, you say Yoruba nation now. Okay, Genesis, I can't wait anymore to hear announcement of a peaceful actualization of Yoruba. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know that is happening in the Yoruba land in terms of the campaign. Tonight, I'm going to be telling you everything that you need to know when it comes to some of the atrocity in Nigeria. Have you heard? Let me tell you that $23 million have again been returned by the American government from the stolen money by the late dictator Sani Abacha. Good evening to you, Mr. Oluwafemi Popola. You say, to save life, let's break Nigeria. But the late Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister told us something. Let us listen more again. Once again, good evening to you, Aremu Johnson. Welcome to the program. This is Niger Voices every Wednesday. Good evening to you, Mr. Bamidele Olomi. Please, Mr. Koiki, it's only Yoruba nation that can solve this problem. We should not deceive ourselves. Wow. What about those that are saying that Atiku, Peter Obi, Tinubu, 2023 PVC will solve the problem? Good evening to you, Mr. Oluwasegun Philip. Election, no, you said so. Sunday, Michael Kayode. Good evening once again, as you are all joining. For Lawrence, you say good evening, Olayomi. Yoruba nation now not going back. Good evening to you, Ayomi Kun Damiju. You say good evening, brother Koiki. Yoruba nation is the answer, nothing more. Sunday, Michael, you say, good evening from Dubai. Wow. What is the situation with all the Nigerians that we are told that they're going to return back home? Let us listen more, as my engineer still wants me to push the music out, even though we do not own the copyright to that music. But let's just listen to it a little bit more. He's actually saying that if we are not going to go separately, we need to pray a lot. Do you think that prayer can solve the situation in Nigeria and just allow everything to go back to normal? Iyawa Rukayat Omomi say rally comes before the declaration. Iyawa Oluwafunke Adébáyọ̀ say Yoruba nation not going back. Divine Grace says everyone is ready for the announcement of declaration. Maze Gold said there's nothing called Nigeria from the beginning. It is just our forefathers did not push very well. We are pushing it now. Wow, are you sure we are still pushing very well? Once again, my take and my belief is we need to dissolve Nigeria. Is no longer functioning because the battery cell in Nigeria has already expired. I also recognize those of you that have joined us on Instagram. Okay, Mighty, good evening to you. Bogi 1881, good evening to you. Grace, good evening to you. Grace Ruby, good evening at 50. Good evening to you. Ayo Adeoseni, Genti M7, Bukola _ Ogun, our mother, good evening to you. Your Deji _ Irewole, Ola Green. I remember that Green, how many people remember that Green? May his soul continue to rest in peace. It was a very, very good Yoruba artist, just as a lot of Yoruba people are doing very well. But as we are getting ready now to go into the conversation, my question once more again is, do you think that Nigeria can still hold the water? As there's a lot of pressure now on the federal government, no services is working again in Nigeria. And as I say, now welcome to Starr Radio UK. My name is Olamiko Ike. Èmi ni máa drive mọ́tò tí alẹ́ èyí lè máa bá wa darapọ̀ mọ́. Gbogbo wa náà lájọ máa ṣe, àtọkùnrin wa, àtọbìnrin wa, àtọmọdé, àtàgbàlagbà. A fi tìfẹ́tìfẹ́ a tún fi kí gbogbo yín lálẹ́ pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò where we discuss issues affecting Nigeria. Nigeria is already under a ventilator. Do you think that we can continue to feed the oxygen in Nigeria, or should we just turn off the oxygen? Nigeria today has become a joke to the international community. A country where terrorists can now say that we will take the president and kidnap him and we will eventually kill the president. I never said so. This is what the kidnapper or the terrorist, or did I just say kidnapper? This is what the Nigerian media are told to tell the world. The word bandit is what the Nigerian government actually tell the world to say. But right here we know that they are nothing called bandit, they are full-blown terrorists. Once again, are you of the opinion that Nigeria should break up now, or are you of Mrs. Stella said there's no miracle to save Nigeria or Nigeria. Nigeria reaps what she sows. Kolawale Sikiru says, Yoruba ni mi. Wow. Sunday Michael Kayode says, Kalewale politician. All we need is our nation. Let's dissolve it now and everybody go their separate way, just as Soviet Union was dissolved. My job here tonight is to drive you home, and I want to drive you home safely. And the only way I can drive you home safely is to then ask you, what is the way forward when it comes to Nigeria? What is the way forward? How do we solve all the problems? Good evening to those of you that are watching us on the Mix LR. What is the way forward? How do we solve this problem? Good evening to you, Mrs. Janet Lawa say, turn off the oxygen. Wow, a lot of people want Nigeria to die quickly. How soon do you want Nigeria to die? How soon do you want Nigeria to die? Because somebody actually just said we should just turn off the oxygen. If we turn off the oxygen, Nigeria is going to collapse. Wow. It seems a lot of Yoruba people are just not interested in that word Nigeria. Amazing. Oduwatide, good evening and welcome. I can monitor the screen. The beauty of the technology in 21st century is, as I'm speaking to you, We can read your comment. You can actually see me. This was not happening some 40 years ago, some 60 years ago. We are live on Instagram. Yeah, Radio UK is live. I hope you are all following Star Radio UK on YouTube, on Star Radio UK. Our Facebook will be back very soon. So bear with us, those of you that have been trying to connect with us on Facebook. My name again is Oba Yomikoiki. And I'm here to ask you the question, should we turn off the oxygen in Nigeria or should we just keep it? A lot of people say we should turn it off. Yeah, Koiki, just let's turn it off. It's getting too much. It is getting too hot. Nothing seems to be working. Are you of the same view that we should just turn it off? Or should we just keep it going till 2023? Should we keep Nigeria going till 2023 or should we just turn it off? Good evening to you, Sunday Duru. Good evening to you once again, all the way in Germany. The way forward is pin. What is the meaning of pin? Means good. There's a lot of things that you read in the comment section and it could blow your head away. What is the meaning of pin? Mrs. Oyetade also said, turn it off now. You don't want us to leave it till 2023. Okay, let me ask this question. How many people want us to turn off the oxygen of Nigeria? Because when you turn off the oxygen, there's nothing called Nigeria anymore. How many of you are of the opinion that we should just turn it off? Okay, Free to Think says, I am in Nigeria right now. It's like a war zone. Imagine somebody saying that he's in Nigeria, it's like a war zone. Okay, I'm reading a comment here. Somebody say, all local monkeys are now in town eating turkey. The world is civilized. Nobody can deceive us. This is the time to move out of the shit old country. Pardon me too sure you are doing good. Thank you so much. Somebody is so bad here. Mrs. Grace also said Nigeria is already dead country. Our next way is to save life. Okay, you are all making me to laugh tonight. And I want you to be participating as well. So we're going to open the phone line. But when you call, please, bear with us and understand that you cannot use the F word. You cannot swear. We're on a live transmission on Star Radio UK. You can speak our language if you want. It is tolerated on our show on Niger Voices. And if you are someone that believes that we should keep Nigeria, this is the number to call and let us have a conversation. Plus 44 74 04 40 5917. Let's turn it on. Should we? Somebody say, I want to buy electricity, no network. Can you imagine? Somebody, good evening to you, Ibukun Ogunfayinti says, global Yoruba nation self-determination now will benefit the world. Mrs. Janet said, turn it off so that we can save life. You imagine somebody wants to buy electricity and there's no network. And that takes me to the conversation I read in one of the media in Nigeria, when I was reviewing the press to Star Radio UK this morning at about 11 o'clock with myself and, Archie. Every Wednesday, if you like to know more about, what we do, you can join me where we discuss issues affecting Nigeria and, how the Yorubas and the self-determination and your right, because a lot of people do not even know that you have the right. But before we go further, you also know that Nigeria imports almost 11 billion worth of sugar, pharmaceutical problems, plastics and all that. But there's actually something I want to discuss. Osibajo inaugurates new National Council on Infrastructure. What are the infrastructure? Remember when they told you that there's going to be next level? No, they came with change. Remember APC came with I'm just laughing, if you're watching me from Kenya, I say good evening to you. Tell me what it means in Kenya when I say good evening. If you're watching me in Ivory Coast, I say good evening. In Sierra Leone, good evening. Muiwa says Ekweto. Once again, it is imagine somebody wants to buy electricity in Nigeria and there's no network. Wow. Nigeria has now become a joke of the world. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and rendition, all because he's demanding a total exit. But yet, when United Nations says releasing Nnamdi Kanu on bail or whatever, 42 or 52 northern groups are saying, hey, United Nations, just keep your mouth shut. Don't get involved in the problem. But do you also know that the same United Nations is now trying to spend almost 11 billion. Well, they don't have the money, but they're looking for 11 billion to save people in the Northeast. So there's a lot to discuss tonight, and I want you to be part of that as well. So I'm going to put the number out. Please, the only number that we are putting out is what we expect you to call. And again, you can speak our language. Yoruba. So by the way, English. I will translate to some of our listeners that are not Yoruba. This is the beauty of technology. But let us remember that you are calling a live radio station, and the F word will not be permitted. And also let us mind our language, because we do have a lot of people that are listening from around the world on the Starr Radio UK. So let me give the number out if you want to maybe turn off the oxygen. Mrs. BC, should we keep the oxygen? Mrs. BC Makonjola, Nigeria is importing toothpick. Kehinde says Nigeria has been dead since, but it has not been buried. Wow. Oluwatayo says, turn the oxygen off with immediate effect. You're not a very good person. If I turn off the oxygen off, that means Nigeria is going to collapse. Wow. This is the beauty of what we do here every Wednesday. And if you're of the view that Nigeria should remain, you're also allowed to call in and come and tell us what you think about Nigeria. We allow everything here, and we want you to, to have your own view. Yusuf Arowolo says, we Yoruba nation are ready for peace and war. Wow. Okay. Mrs. Janet says it's a lawless country. Ayomi Kundami, you said Nigeria is dead since 1960. But that was when we got the independence. So how was Nigeria dead since 1960? If we had the independence in 1960, was it a fake independence? What is your view? 20 minutes to 7 p.m. rather, and the line is now officially open. And you can call in at any time during the program. And so, because some of us are scared that I call this Starr Radio. I hope I'm not going to start that one. You know what I mean. You can speak in broken English if that is what is convenient for you. All we do say is remember that you're speaking on a live transmission, and we just have to be mindful of the language that we use. My job here is to drive you home, but a lot of people are saying, no. Let us turn off the oxygen in Nigeria. Do you want us to turn off the oxygen, or we save the oxygen? Which one are you of the view? A lot of people say, let us turn off the oxygen. Do you want me to turn off the oxygen? One Nigeria is, wow, the way you spell your fraud is even wahala. You say Nigeria is one fraud. Good evening to you, Mrs. Esther Olawale. Matthew said, criminal set of people looting money. Abacha is just somebody that we love so much. Every time we knock on his grave, he tells us to go and take this new PIN number and get the money back from America. $23 million was actually returned back, by Abacha, by the federal government and American government of the stolen wealth of Abacha. Okay, we have the first caller. Like I said, if you feel that you're comfortable in Yoruba, please go ahead. And if you want to speak in the English, you are more than welcome. Good evening and welcome to Naija Voices. This is how we do it every Wednesday evening, and you are now live on the transmission.
Good evening, Mr. Koiki.
Good evening, sir.
I made that comment about Nigeria is dead since 1960 because they said the three major ethnic groups made up Nigeria. Okay. But when the British government was handing over the power to Nigerians, they handed over to one ethnic group. Okay. It should be the three ethnic groups on stage. Okay. Getting the sovereignty of the country. Okay. That makes up the country, not giving the sovereignty to just one person. Okay. And that is part of the problem still till today. And that's the reason I said Nigeria is dead since 1960. Nigeria died on that stage when they were handing over the sovereignty of the country to the so-called Nigerians. Okay. So if I now ask you, and thank you once again, this is our first caller, and it's actually saying that in 1960, Nigeria has been dead. What is the way forward, for anyone that is listening across the globe, especially a lot of Africans, the Kenya, the South Africans, they've loved Nigeria for different reasons, the music, the food, the ambience, different, whether you are the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Hausa. But if we are now saying, what is the way forward to tell somebody from the remaining 53, I hope I'm right, because I think we have 54 African countries, the remaining 53 African countries, what should we tell them the way forward in terms of Nigeria today? First of all, this is what every Africans need to remember. Africans, we are kingdom. We were not countries. We were kingdom before we were countries. Colonization made us countries. That is what Africans need to remember. And if we don't go back to our kingdom lifestyle, there is nothing that is going to move forward in Africa. And I'm saying this because in every African country of today that was all colonized, it was a bunch of ethnic groups that were all put together that made up a country. And you cannot put more than, you can't put different people that has different language, different culture, different way of thinking, different way of even governing themselves. You cannot put all of them together in one place and you expect them to progress. It's impossible. They will never move forward. There will always be a clash because I don't understand the next man's language. As I am now, I'm a Yoruba man. I don't understand Igbo. I don't understand Hausa. I don't understand Idoma. I don't understand Calabar. I don't understand Ishekiri. I don't understand Mupe. I don't dress like none of them. And you are saying that we are all one. It's impossible. So we need to go back to the way the Creator made us from day one, which is the kingdom way, the way the Yoruba kingdom is, the Igbo kingdom is, the Borno Empire, the Sokoto Caliphate. Everybody needs to go back to the way they are so we can have peace and stability in the entire Africa.
So what? And again, thank you so much. As we say here, we appreciate every caller, all your comment. Without you, we can't be here. The question that people will say is, we have lived together, in the last 62 years. It could be all other issues apart from what you've discussed. Maybe we can still amend it as the politicians from the three political parties are probably maybe the fourth one or the fifth one, because we have the NNPP and we have the AAC that are all clamoring to become the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Those are the ones that are saying that we can still save Nigeria, even though I'm not sure whether that is still possible, as we move forward. Go ahead.
But I think, to be fair with you, Nigeria has gone into a stage that there can never be any reconciliation anymore because a lot of things has been damaged. Okay. And when something is damaged, if you are building a house and your foundation is damaged, are you going to keep building the skyscraper on this same foundation? You're going to tear it down. So it is better for Nigeria to turn apart, tear Nigeria down, separate everybody to your tent, O Israel. If everybody go to their tent, we can all be partners. We can share borders.
So what you're saying is, even though if we break apart, we can still have it. We can
do business, but you have to follow our rules and regulations.
So we can still.
The government goes to the north to Iowa land. All right, we're gonna go into Iowa land and follow their laws in Iowa land, and also in the Igbo land. If the Yoruba man goes to the Igbo land, we will go to the Igbo land and follow their policy and their procedures and their laws. Okay. And also, if they come to Yoruba land, they have no choice. They have to listen to our authorities and they have to follow our rules and regulations. Okay. But in Nigeria of today, like I explained earlier, it's like you said earlier in your program. You said Nigeria is 320 something ethnic groups.
371.
You cannot put 320 something ethnic groups together in one location and you expect them to progress. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's just like if you take chemical, if you take chemical and mix two chemicals together, they change colors. Or if you take two colors and it's just like that in human life. Even though in animal kingdom, if you take a goat and you take a lion and you put two of them in a cage, but I told you know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
You know what's gonna happen. Something, the catastrophe is gonna happen in that cage.
Okay.
So that is exactly how it is in human life too.
Okay.
It's impossible. If multiple ethnic groups cannot live together and you expect progress, it's impossible. It can never work. Everybody needs to go on their separate ways, and we can still be friends. Okay. Yorubas have already married an Hausa people. Yoruba has married the Igbo people. Okay. We cannot divide. Okay. Okay. Everybody, if your wife is Igbo, you can't do that. All of us will still going to be in between each other, intermarriage with each other. But everybody will have their own republic, and everybody will have their laws according to the way they have their laws, and everybody will speak their language according to the way the Most High has already blessed everybody with their language, their culture, their food, their music,
Okay.
their culture, their acting, everything.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, for that, opening the conversation, and that's our brother there. Are you also going to call in? If you want to speak our local language, you are more than happy to do so on the show. Good evening to you, Mrs. Grace Senior JP. Good evening to you, Lanre Omo Onumila. Good evening to you, Mrs. Temi. Somebody say something England. I'm not going to mention it because it's a swear word, and we're not going to use that on this platform because this is Starr Radio UK. Good evening to you, Terry Malade. Pokwala say, I beg, turn it off now. Nothing is working. So a lot of you want us to turn off, the oxygen. Good evening to you, the next caller, and welcome to Starr Radio UK. And welcome once again. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò bàbá wa.
You don't need to turn off the oxygen, then break it into pieces.
Okay. You tend to move it to lágbára, so ká má turn off oxygen yẹn, but ká break it to pieces. Okay. Wow.
And many people are saying we've stayed together for the past 63 years.
Okay.
What we achieved for that lot of time? What was our achievement?
Okay.
Together, we achieve, we progress.
Okay.
So people should
So make we just break every. Okay. Before you go, my uncle, the people where they other African country, the Togo, the Cameroon, the Kenya. Àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní other African country kí la máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ because àwọn sì ń wo Nigeria as a country that we can save and I don't know that.
Just tell them that the only thing that can save their soul from the come to one life.
Okay.
That's what they say to save soul.
Wow.
To save souls now, everything that we just agree to that.
Okay.
We are not accident. We are dying every day. Even though those people that are not killed by a sword or by a gun, they are dying. A lot of cause on the book because of when you're jail or divorce.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Some things to become the motto of the ceremony. You become the motto law. And they're not dying. What is the essence of that they are not okay?
Okay. All right.
So Islam will collapse everything.
We collapse everything. Can't break it to pieces. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bàbá wa tó pè. Tẹ́yìn náà bá fẹ́ pè ẹ má jẹ́ kí àyà yín já pé bóyá àwọn òyìnbó kàbìtì tá à ń sọ lórí Starr Radio UK kò ní jẹ́ kẹ́ pè wọlé. Ẹ pè wọlé ká gbọ́hùn yín àmọ́ ẹ rántí pé orí rédíò la wà níbi tí a ti ń bá gbogbo àgbáyé sọ̀rọ̀. When we go back and look at the USSR as an example, I'm talking about the Soviet Union. This was what actually took place on the 26th of December 1991, 31 years ago. The dissolution of the Soviet Union was the process of internal disintegration within the Soviet Union, which resulted in the end of the country's and its federal government existence as a sovereign state, thereby resulting in its constituent republic gaining full sovereignty on the 26th of December. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ gbà pé some of the wàhálà àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní Nàìjíríà can also disintegrate Nigeria? And there's a lot of that I can continue to bring out. Let's talk about the particular group, the Fulani, that have now become a danger, to almost all other ethnic groups. They are coming in their droves. We cannot control them. We cannot stop them. Is that not more than enough to create a total disintegration out of Nigeria? Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ gbé ìpè tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. You can speak in our local language that is very beautiful should you want to do so. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò and welcome once again to Naija Voices. Ẹ káàbọ̀ yá wa, àwọn nìyẹn.
Nàìjíríà ti kú, wọ́n ti fi Nàìjíríà kọ̀ọ̀kan kọ́ńpì ẹ̀sìmẹ́ǹtì kọ́ńpì bẹ́ẹ̀ni Nàìjíríà.
Okay.
Kò sí ọ̀kan nínú ìyẹ̀wọ̀n kọ́lọ̀ ṣàánú kọ́lọ̀ lè tètè wá jáde kúrò níbẹ̀ ní kíákíá ni. Because everybody will have fed up, everybody is fed up nínú yẹn. So bàbá Akíntóyè àti ìyàwó Onítìrí àti bàbá Olóyè Sunday Igboho àti àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n jọ ń ṣe tọ́ṣọ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation àwọn ní kọ́lọ̀ tètè tẹ̀bá àwọn àrùn tó wọ́n tètè ká lè ṣe rálì ká lè mọ̀ bí tá a lọ because ara wa ti wà lọ́nà láti pé ká délẹ̀ ìdè ìwà ìyẹn Yorùbá nation Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ gbà fún wa lágbára Ọlọ́run fún ẹgbẹ́ ìtọ́ ẹ máa bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ tí ẹ̀ ń wò wá gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyàwó ẹ̀yin bàbá wa as we say, good evening to you, Mr. Sulaiman Yusuf. You say, thank you, Koiki. Prince says, please use the Star Radio sound. It brings the energy to scare Nigerian government in this program. Mrs. Rukayat says, one upon a time, 1 naira was $1. Now, we need to split up truth and the question. My question again is, what is actually the way forward? I mean, we've looked at the problem, we've reviewed it. What is really the way forward, when we look at the situation in Nigeria? What is the way forward? What do we need to do? Do we need to save Nigeria? Or do we need to break it? Do we need to turn it off? Or should we say those that are preparing, campaigning for the election, and they're saying that, we will chase one party away and bring in a new party? Do you think that the political party can solve the current situation of Nigeria? I actually listened to Atiku, and he says in his presentation at the Nigerian Bar Association conference that Nigeria is a failed state. Do you agree? Are you still of the view that we can rescue Nigeria, only God will just make it to work? Good evening to you, Mrs. Oluwafunke Adebayo. I'm reading a lot of your comments, and it's coming very, very fast. We're trying to manage all the comments. Good evening to you, Mrs. Bola Lawrence. You say we are ready to take control of our High Commission. Okay. On another angle there, somebody says we are ready to take. Let's come back to London where we have a new caller on the line. Hello, good evening and welcome to Niger Voices on Star Radio UK. Can you reduce the volume of the other set, please? Eba, reduce the set of the volume, the one you're listening to at home. Hello, good evening. We can hear you. You're live on Star Radio UK. Reduce the one and mute it. It's fading back, please. Completely. It's fading back into the system here. It needs to be muted completely. That's the only way we can hear you. I only need to speak onto your mobile phone. Is either you turn it off or you just move away from that set because it's actually fading back. Hello, good evening.
Okay, good evening.
Okay, all right. Let's before you go, Mom. We want to hear you, but your TV is still. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We're struggling to hear you. Your line is very fade. It's fade.
And you chop off its head. Sometimes it seems jumping up and down, thinking it's alive.
Okay.
Very soon, its body will be lifeless. So right now, even if you see activity going on in Nigeria, it's because the head of that state called Nigeria is chopped off already.
Okay.
And very soon, the lifeless body is ready. Hello?
Well, your line is a bit, it's going in and out, so we couldn't really hear what you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
It's much better now. Much better than before, yeah.
Nigeria is like a snake.
Oh, like a snake. Okay, Nigeria is like a snake. Okay, yeah.
So when you chop it off, sometimes the snake, is still trying to fight back.
Okay.
But very soon, the lifeless body is what you will see.
So what about those that says that because we have a lot of people that are watching us, from different African countries, and when they hear that there's a problem in Nigeria, but they're thinking that it's just the leadership. What actually is the way forward? Is it a new election, a new government, the dissolution of Nigeria?
They've tried different governments for more than 60 years now.
Okay.
So the way forward is dissolution.
Dissolution. Okay.
We want a peaceful dissolution for them to dissolve.
Okay, peaceful dissolution.
Properly. But if it won't happen peacefully, unfortunately, to happen violently.
Wow. We pray that it doesn't become violent and it will be peaceful. And that is exactly...
We can only pray.
We can only pray.
So whatever will happen, will happen.
Wow. I love this. My last caller, you know, our energy is so strong that I was trying to say, we're just going to pray. She said, no. Please, Mr. Koiki, don't bring this prayer in again. You know, are you also of the view that we have tried different government, the military coup, the civilian, you know, government, that the British government rigged? You know, imagine we were going for election and the British in 1959 had a different intention not to allow power to go to Southwest. You can call in as well, and if you think that it is your language that you want to speak, I will also allow that to go through. Dami says Nigeria is a big scam to humanity, and you are quite right, Dami. When you look at the current situation of so many Nigerians, you will cry and ask the question, how did we get here? And how do we get the hell out of this problem? 1 minute before 7 p.m. local time in London, World Bank and the US are pledging. It looks like Nigeria is just getting a lot of, let us hear this headline. And I'm going to pick up the next call from Germany. But, this headline says, World Bank and the United States of America is pledging $3 billion to support to Nigeria's energy transition plan. They just keep pumping money and we don't know where the money is going. Okay, it looks like we're having, the caller is back on now. From Germany, hello, good evening and welcome to Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK.
Good evening, Mr. Koiki and everyone.
Welcome.
Nigeria is one day, just waiting for burial.
Okay.
My advice to all the indigenous people, especially Yoruba people, is to come together and let us bury Nigeria as soon as possible.
Okay.
Because the longer we wait, the dangerous it becomes. So let's come together, bury it, go our separate ways, and live a better life. That's the and that is the only way forward, nothing else.
That is the only way forward. Okay. Thank you so much. If you're also a true believer of one Nigeria, please do call into the program. Let's hear from you so that you don't say we are very partial. The line is open and I'll take your call if you are still a true believer of Nigeria. Kudi say that Nigerian country are finished. They turned political party to business. Mrs. Titilayo says we don't want to be with a Nigerian again. It is a failed state. It seems as we are trying to say Nigeria is not working. Money keeps pumping into Nigeria. As you look at that headline that I've just posted, and the headline says World Bank and the United States of America is pledging $3 billion support to Nigeria's energy transition plan. The Vice President disclosed that the energy transition plan will actually lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty over a decade. So that means we have to wait 10 years before that is eventually going to happen. Once again, as you are calling in, let us also say to you, we appreciate every single one of you that have joined us. Niger Voices comes up every Wednesday on Starr Radio UK. We have a new caller. I say good evening and welcome to the Starr Radio UK, where you can also have your contribution. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Koiki and everybody.
Welcome to the program, ma'am.
Yes, sir. But Nigeria can never work.
Okay.
They say only a foolish person will be doing the same thing at the same thing and expect a different result.
Okay.
If that has never worked for the past 40, 60 years, what tells us that it's still going to work? It's about time we all up and open our eyes. Can already smell coffee and see the handwriting on the wall. That despite all they have been doing all these years, it has never worked. And it will never work. And some people, when I try to convince them and let them say, and tell them to let us try this, that they don't believe in the Yoruba nation.
Okay.
When I ask them why, they will say anyone.
Okay.
So I tell them that is it anyone that we are going to joke with?
So because of that, we have to remain in Nigeria. Why people get killed?
This is another avenue, and I let them know that majority of the people that their eyes are now open, they can see the difference, especially in this age of technology. That everybody has a cell phone. You don't know who is recording you. If you mess up, you'll be exposed. So everybody, it's not like in the 70s, 80s, where there's no record.
have actually exposed anybody. But so I think everybody should come to their senses and realize that Nigeria can never work. It has never worked and it will never work for over 40, 60 years.
So what is the way forward?
Rather than get better, it's getting worse.
So what is the actually way forward? For those that are listening to us, what is the way forward?
The way forward?
Yes.
Oh, the way forward is to just focus and do what is right.
Okay.
And I always say transparency matters in all this.
Okay.
Sincere. Then the old Nigeria will be gone. The old habits.
Okay.
The old habits of lying and pretending and deceitful, unfaithfulness in every status, scope of Nigeria. Yoruba nation. Yeah. In every office, in every department, there must be sincerity and transparency in whatever. Okay. If you are looking for a job, go online and look for a job. It's not a question of at the Ministry of Works. Okay. No more that. Okay. And there has to be accountability. Accountability. Everybody in place of position must be able to be accountable for how they are operating, what they do, and how they do it.
All right. Thank you so much. I've actually taken the note of that, and we really appreciate you for joining us on the Starr Radio UK. We hope you will join us again soon. Let's go straight to South Africa. Hello, good evening from South Africa. You're live on Starr Radio UK, Niger Voices. Make we hear from you. Yes. Welcome on board, sir.
Yeah. Nigeria can never work.
Okay.
Great for Yoruba nation. Let us have our own nation.
Okay.
But you are not dependent on Nigeria anymore. You are trying for this rubbish. Yeah. We need our Yoruba nation. That's all.
Okay.
Don't need any Nigeria.
Okay, we need our Yoruba nation, that's all. Okay, thank you so much, from South Africa. We say thank you so much. The last callers have given me something to talk about. Somebody actually said Nigeria is like a snake, and the snake is trying to fight back each time you cut it. A peaceful dissolution, and if it's not going to be peaceful, you know what that means. Nigeria can never work is the next caller, doing the same thing and expecting the same result. We have to also have transparency, accountability. The way forward is separation, according to Olatunji. Mrs. Afolake says, the way forward is to break the country up and let go our different ways. Omoba says, location 419 can never work. Somebody wanted to buy electricity and the network was not working. Good evening to you, Omoto Sholawumi, and you say Equato. And as we say on the Starr Radio UK, where we bring you everything that you need to know. The Naira currency is dead. No way out. That's Waris Jinodu. Truth and Question says, imagine even Obasanjo is not fully Yoruba. So can someone tell me when Yoruba indeed rule the so-called Nigeria? We are slaves in our own fatherland. We must split. Benefit of Yoruba nation, self-determination now, freedom and prosperity. That's coming from Ibuku. Keep your comment coming. As I go to the next second phase of this conversation tonight, and it seems we still have, yes, if you still want to call, please go ahead and call and let's hear your own view on the situation. I really want to know what is the way forward, and the way forward, does that mean that those that believe in one Nigeria, how do you explain to somebody that believes in one Nigeria? Please do not call any other number apart from the studio line. Go ahead. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Quincy.
Yeah.
Just put the one or two point in. With Nigeria, should we divide Nigeria? Do we divide Nigeria?
Go ahead.
Break it to.
Yeah.
Well, if you go by history, Nigeria was meant to be for 100 years by experiment. I think it was Lugard's experiment. That's why the fact they knew it was an experiment, and our leaders some of them were obstinate. They didn't want to put secession clause or this clause. They actually put it that we know this thing it's not gonna, it's like an experiment. So peradventure you now decide to go your separate ways.
So if I hear you very well, are you actually saying that Nigeria was like an experiment?
It's an experiment, a means to an end. Okay. So for the people that put it together, so they made an experiment because they knew quite well that it cannot. What they put together is just for their own gain, so it might not work for it anyway for a long time. But because the fool, I won't call them fools, but they are leaders. They were fooled to believe that this is the real thing. Mm-hmm. It wasn't intention. The intention was not to be the real thing. So when we were trying to not block that, we cannot break, we will have to be together, we will work it out. They knew. They now put let's put 100 years, because we know this thing is not going to be forever. Mm. Now the 100 years gone past now, and they said if you do not agree, come on to the round table and separate. So those and separate, amicably. So those people who will make peaceful separation impossible. They're going to make war inevitable. That's just the gist of it. So because now we know that this thing cannot work, we have to go our separate ways. So the one that still carried it on, maybe I don't know. So the thing, either we do nothing or we do something, Nigeria will eventually break. Wow. But then you will find the people breaking it themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Going out and mass and say no more. We don't want any more. So we're just helping them now to get their things together. Let's do it this way. So we're going to see. So the best thing, do it the earlier we do it, the better. Because if we do not do it now, as we're going on Yoruba Nation, it's going to be water. That is it.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much.
For those who are not now are still going this way, want to do this way, the end result might not be palatable. So come around now and let's just divide this thing now. Right. And go our separate ways. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Once again, this is your show, Starr Radio UK. The number to call, please do not call any other line, +44 74 04 405 Also, let us remember that this is a live radio station, and the abusive language and the F word will not be allowed on a live transmission. But you're more than welcome, to tell us the reason why we need to turn on the. Some say we should just turn off the oxygen on Nigeria because Nigeria is a failed country. I will continue to read some of your comments, and we'll continue to take some of your calls as it's coming in as well. Please, every Wednesday, this is how we do it. I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the self-determination. This week is a very busy week in terms of engagement. Weekend, there will be a lot of activity that we're expecting to happen. Please also remember that, every Wednesday, if you also want to have something to say, you can also join me here where we have the conversation. This Saturday and this coming weekend and the Monday is a bank holiday, and it's going to be a very, very busy one when it comes to the bank holiday because of the Notting Hill Carnival. The Notting Hill Carnival, the Yorubas are planning to be there as well. Their meeting point, from what I've been told, is going to be Shepherd's Bush at about 12 p.m. And the expectation is that people will wait there till about 1 hour before we start moving into towards the Notting Hill Carnival. We have the situation at hand as we speak right now, where people are saying, we know there's problem in Nigeria, but why not let us resolve this problem, save Nigeria, and let the next generation enjoy Nigeria? But the argument to those that are saying, no, we need to now stop this vehicle, because the vehicle that we are in at the moment does not favor anybody, does not favor millions of Nigerians, and that is why so many Nigerians are living in abject poverty. But the international community, how do we explain to the Americans, the world, the 195 countries across the globe, how do we explain to them that Nigeria is no longer working? What do we need to tell them? I'm not talking about those that are campaigning peacefully for the dissolution of Nigeria. What do you tell Germany? How do you tell Japan, India, Canada, France, Italy? What do we tell them when it comes to, that the way forward for Nigeria? because a lot of them still have so much engagement with Nigeria as we speak tonight. Today is the 24th of August 2022. I want to read some of your comments on that. Kí la máa sọ fáwọn international community nípa way forward lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà? Mo kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Mrs. Temi Tope Moses. We need to do something before the election is what you said. Oluwatoyin Yaya said the only way forward is to declare Yoruba and Biafra nation. Simple. Akonji Ayobami say Yoruba nation is the only solution. How do you tell Nigerians that wants to keep their PVC and vote in 2023? Kila masofon. And how do we explain it to them? Prince also say nothing but separation. Are you of the same view? Once again, my name is Olamiko Ike, and this is Starr Radio UK, as I'm getting ready to give you the next second track that is coming up, very soon. Nigeria is now becoming a dangerous place to live. Thank you so much for those of you that have called in. We really appreciate you for calling into the program, because your call is what actually also keeps us going. Your participation, your comment, your engagement, all these is part of the reality that we are saying to the world that Nigeria is no longer working. Hello, good evening from Italy, and welcome once again.
Well done, sir. The only thing I see are people that have obtained their PVC.
Okay.
Their PVC is not wasted. When we have our nation, they can also still use their PVC to vote. Because in Yoruba nation,
okay, that's interesting.
So there is going to be an election. So we are still going to move on our own. The Igbo also, they are going to do the same. Likewise, the Arewa. The only thing of Grand now is we are not the same. Culture is different. In all, even our virtual looking, we are not the same. So why would we keep something that doesn't belong to us? Here I am now. They cannot say the Spain should be together because they are closer to them. Whereas they are not speaking the same language. So they won't tolerate each other. I don't know why they kept Nigeria so long, so far. Because we don't have anything in common.
So the people where they say make we go vote for 2023, what do we go tell those people?
They know what I'm saying. There is nothing called election. When we have our nation, we still vote. It's not that when we have our nation, we are not going to. When we get our nation, we are still going to have our election. We still be doing what other countries are doing. So it doesn't mean that it's only Nigeria we do election. In our own nation, also people election.
What about the international community? They talk like American government, UK government, France government, Italy government. Why we go tell them about all this wahala, this problem, say way forward?
All of them understand. Even right when I was even telling them here, they all know that Nigeria is not one tribe. The only thing is we are only deceiving ourselves is just because of our elders. Our elders and our leaders, they are not saying the right thing. Yeah? So that's where our problem comes from. That's where our problem comes from. If happens that there is our elders or our leader that hold us to what we are holding up, by now the international they should have solution to it. By now it will not be prolonged as what we are doing now. But because they cannot come out and say it, that's what led to obtain it.
Okay.
All these international countries, they knew that Nigeria is not in one country. They know that there is boundary. It's just because of the rightful people in position, they are not the ones doing it. That is the reason why the whole process is long.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, my caller, for your time when you take callers tonight. You can speak in our language, broken language, whatever language you feel comfortable. These are the comments that is coming, and the comments are very fast. Mrs. Janet Lawal say international community are looking out for themselves. Mays Go say we will tell them we need our identity back simple. Prayer Dawson say continue awareness, education for the one Nigerian folk. Dizzy Fresh says yes sir, Yoruba Nation is the only way forward. The number to call is on the screen, and if you want that number once again, it is the number that you have already, +44 7404 405917. Make we hear from you now. Where they say now one Nigeria. And the people will say, the one way we don't do with Nigeria is more than enough. Truth, self-free say, choice, freedom, Yoruba sovereignty, nation of or slavery, Nigeria. Okay, I love that. Again, I'm asking the question, should we turn off the oxygen in Nigeria or should we keep it going? And, Olatunji says separation is the only solution for all this problem. So let me quickly recap some of what we're expecting to happen this weekend. A lot of activities on the Saturday, the 27th August 2022 in Yoruba land in Nigeria, Southwest, as we speak right now. There will be a special movement campaigning awareness from the Omo Yoruba Ogun State. It's powered by Omo Yoruba Ogun State. Orile-ede Yoruba, Nikia. This is going to happen all over Ilaro on the 27th. Also in Ibadan, the southwest of Nigeria, on Saturday as well, the 27th of August, Awa Omo Yoruba, Ajijagbara Otaku Awaye. I'm sure a lot of you know our brother Arole Tenten, one of the media for the self-determination that is currently residing somewhere in South Africa, is one of those that organize this. So again, Saturday, 10 a.m., where all this is going to be happening. Also tomorrow, on the Twitter space, it seems everybody is just using whatever avenue they can use, to discuss. Also, have you also contributed towards the Yoruba, security fund? If you have not done so, I'll be sharing the link out this evening. Currently, it stands at about 24,827. How many people is going to contribute tonight? And let us make it $25,000 on Niger Voices. I'm going to be sharing the link. Please let us go and donate as much as possible. And also remember the central account. These are the two major accounts that has been kept, for the Yoruba people to contribute towards as well. If you're joining us for the first time, this is Niger Voices every Wednesday evening from 6 p.m. to 8:30, and we are just about an hour before the end of the program. I am already lining up my next music, and the next one, I love it so much. Way forward is also what we are discussing. Believe Yourself channel. We need to end Nigeria jaga fast and faster before it is too late. Also, Bridget Agboma, you put your fist up with your thumbs up, and I'm thinking, okay, I hope you're not Anthony Joshua. Divine Grace, Truth, they all know it, but we will not say anything because they are all benefiting from Liberia. Celestia, Mr. Koiki, Ejowo, Egbo, Inkokon Nipa, Temni, Omo Logo. Like we always say, and we've said it continuously, she has been spoken to. I'm talking about our media presenter, Sister Teni Omologo. Sister Teni has been spoken to. She's doing very well from what I've been told, and she will be coming out at the appropriate time to talk to every one of you. Disney say, turn off the Nigeria oxygen now. Enough is Nigeria is crack finished. I'm still reading all your comments at exactly 7:22. This is Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Ade Invest also say, we don't need to tell them anything. Nigeria and the Yoruba nation are like husband and wife. It is left for the husband to separate or continue to live together. So Yoruba nation now. Okay, let's talk about some of the headlines that I've had from Nigeria. And let me give you some of that. Nigeria import about $11 billion of plastic, pharmaceuticals, and sugar. Do you know that some of the countries where this importation is coming from are not even up to 6 million? So let us take a look at this headline. Nigeria imports 11 billion plastic, pharmaceuticals, and sugar. According to the headline and the news, the plastic and pharmaceuticals and sugar worth $10.98 billion, quite a huge amount of money, were imported into Nigeria between 2020 and 2021, according to the data from the International Trade Center. The reason why Nigerians become more poorer, no production, nothing is growing, and the economy continues to shrink. I'm asking again, should we turn off the oxygen or should we keep the oxygen? Waris, you know, they say, end location 419. Yoruba diaspora should suspend all exportation, importation, and foreign exchange into the Naira. Stop feeding their bokis and the Fulani with the Yoruba and Biafra diaspora foreign exchange. And do we allow our people to suffer? 2023, this is another headline, but I'm going to come back to that. And I know a lot of you are going to react to that. Nigerians will rejoice, says Kumuyi. Oh my Lord of the... Okay, this is now becoming more interesting. I tell you, some people still want the way forward to be Nigerian. You know, I'm sure a lot of you know Kumuyi. We're going to come back to that. But I'm just saying this headline 1 hour ago. 2023 elections. Nigerians will rejoice, says Kumuyi. I'm sure he's the founder of Deeper Life or something of such. I'm going to come back to that. Let's go back to this first. Within the time under review, Nigeria have spent, take a note of this, $1.82 billion on sugar products. That is what you have spent on the sugar product. Yusuf Arowolo says, no more Nigeria. Imagine this stupid country using billions of dollars to clear bushes. Prayer doesn't say, remove the life support. It is unsustainable. Okay, everybody wants me to turn off the oxygen of Nigeria. I'm not sure whether, Lai Mohammed, the minister and all the cabinet will want me to turn it off now. What do you think they're thinking? If you turn off the oxygen in Nigeria, Nigeria will completely collapse. But to be honest, rather than Nigeria to have invested so much in Nigeria, these are the products that we have imported into the country, and this is what it has cost you and me. $1.82 billion of sugar product, $4.21 billion of pharmaceutical product, $4.95 billion of plastic products. Let's go say, imagine 4 billion contract awarded for one person. I'm confused. African Confidential has just joined us with his fist up and always the face of Malcolm X. Divine Grace say, turn it off. I am no going back, no looking. Everything is no looking back, no forward marching. Oluwayinka says, please, White Lion, turn it on. Now. Oh, you want me to turn it on? Okay, I think a lot of people want us to turn off the oxygen because when we keep it on, that means Nigeria will survive. So maybe you don't get the message. We on Instagram can't hear anymore. Oh, why didn't you tell me in time? It looks like somebody must have called our Instagram line. Please do not call because you're actually going to disrupt, the conversation. Bear with us if you've been listening to us on the MixLR, on Instagram, on Twitter. Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I'm going to come back to the next headline there. Nigerians will rejoice, says Kumuyi. African Confidential, welcome once again. Once again, do you know the countries that we got this importation from? Should I tell you? Nigeria actually spent almost $11 billion to bring in plastic products, sugar, pharmaceutical problems, or products rather. Oxygen mask is not part of location 419 and kids. The way I mean, okay, Mace goes and turn it off, pata pata. Okay, so Oluyinka has already said, sorry, White Lion, Nigeria is dead. I probably sure maybe you didn't get the message. These countries are where product comes from. China, as you can expect. Korea, Korea Republic. Imagine we are saying we want Yoruba Republic or Yoruba Kingdom, but some are saying, no. Mrs. Olawumi said, break it up. Nigeria can never work. Everybody just want to break it up. Are you of these people that support the PDP, APC, and Labour Party? Let's hear your view. Are you sure you want us to break up Nigeria? Even though Kumuyi says Nigerians will rejoice in 2023. Even Saudi Arabia is where we import some of our product from. India, United States of America, as you can expect it. India, I'm not sure why they have two India there. Maybe the two different India. Netherlands, Denmark, United Arab Emirates, Brazil, and Switzerland. I was actually using Denmark as an iMac when I was speaking to the Starr Radio UK this morning. Do you know that in Denmark, the population is just under 6 million? Imagine a country that is under 6 million. Good evening to you, Mrs. Alakebola. You say, well done, White Lion. Yoruba Nation is only answer. Ibrahim Bello said, turn it off. Okay, almost every one of you wants me to turn it off. I'm not going to be the one to turn it off. I think Professor Banji Akintoye will declare at the appropriate time with the rest of the team. The mega rally is coming up very soon. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, good evening and welcome to Star Radio UK. Lórí Star Radio láwà.
Only Star Radio lewa.
Okay, but I think he's not aware. Maybe he needs to go back and watch the program and call back. Yeah, he's not aware because it's also our line that we use to receive calls. So, Denmark, if you don't know, while I was looking at Denmark this morning, as I was speaking to Archie in the morning, do you know that Denmark GDP is 555.2 billion? Because we actually import a product from Denmark, a country that is not even up to 6 million. Denmark is a Scandinavian country. And you wonder, even Netherlands. Wow, Netherlands is actually making a lot of money. I'm not sure what services or product Netherlands is producing, but the GDP of Netherlands in 2020, 2 years ago, is worth $912.2 billion. And when you look at Netherlands, let me go and look at Netherlands. Once again, thank you so much. Somebody just put $12, $10, 6 minutes ago, 27 minutes ago. Let's keep it rolling on the Yoruba security. And I hope before the end of tonight, we can hit the target of $25,000. My name is Olawe Koiki, and I welcome you once again. Mrs. Olawe say, Pastor Kumuyi is just saying his own. He's an old man, 1940. Okay, let me read that quickly. I just come across that headline. 2023 election. Nigerians will rejoice, says Kumuyi. I didn't say so. According to the General Overseer of the Deeper Life Christian Ministry, Pastor William Kumuyi has declared that only God will determine the next president of the country come 2023. Also, the cleric noted that everything is in the hands of God concerning the change of power next year and that Nigerians will rejoice at the end of it. Kumuyi made the declaration today, Wednesday, at the palace of Oshemewa of, I hope I pronounced that very well, Oshemewe of Ondo Kingdom when he visited the monarch Oba Victor Kiladejo. The visit was part of the activities of the church to hear a 6-day crusade tagged Global Crusade with Kumuyi holding in the ancient town. He said, as to the next year 2023 about the election, everything is in the hands of God. I want to no pin drops anywhere in the world without God's knowledge. Nobody goes ahead without God's control. He controls everything that happens in the world. Would there be an election next year? With a question mark. Would there be an election? Again, question mark. Who will emerge as the president of the country with a question mark? Who will come out as the governor of each of the states? Known unto God before the beginning of time, and what we want in answer to the problem of the contentious people in our land. What he wants will come true. When the lion is coming, no rat stand in his way, says you can't pass. When the Almighty says this is what is for Nigeria in particular, for 2023 in particular, no elephant or man can stand his way. Wow, okay. Interesting. Good evening to you once again, Prayer Dawson. All these people are all denial. Koiki, they are being dishonest. Location 0 has been limping along for a very long. Okay, that's another word. Oshimawe. Okay, Oshimawe. Okay, that's Ondo Kingdom. So Pastor Kumuyi is having a crusade there, and he says Nigeria will rejoice come 2023. I'm not sure we're going to rejoice. Alhaji Aziz Oshimawe. Okay, thank you so much, Babatunde Oluwatoyin. Joy Adesanya says, Ashewa. As we continue to say, may Nigeria never happen to us. Remember, July 29, our father and our sister were both kidnapped by the terrorists, rather, in Nigeria, and they lost their lives, and even though no investigation to find out actually what happened, because any crime in Nigeria is not of concern to the federal government. And let us just remind you that millions of Nigerians are dying of hunger because the country economy keeps collapsing every blessed day. So let us pray again for all the family of the victims of terrorism in Nigeria. Let us remember that each of these are individuals. They have a family, they have a loved ones, and we can only pray for their soul. On the left-hand side on the screen is Okpadili Rachel. She's a final year student that was killed by the terrorists in Nigeria. She was kidnapped on the 29th in Ogbomoso. To your right-hand side is our father, our uncle. He resides in America. He wanted to set up a business, which he did successfully, but not knowing that terrorism in Nigeria was going to take his life. The same day he arrived in Nigeria was the same day he was kidnapped. 5 million ransom was paid, about 8,000 pounds equivalent, but yet the terrorists eventually took his life. We pray for him and the family that he left behind. It's not just those individuals. There's so many people. Let us also remember that Dr. Aborode in Okeogun, as you can see in that picture, was actually not just killed, he was butchered and almost cut to pieces. These are the work of the terrorism in Nigeria. And like we always say, may Nigeria never happen to you. This weekend is going to be a very busy one, as the Yorubas are expected to meet in different parts of the globe. And we also remember this, our father, he was lucky. As you can see, he's not a madman. He was actually kidnapped, by the terrorists and kept in Kaduna, not outside Nigeria, for 4 months, and until the family had to pay 8 million naira with 2 motorcycles, and one motorcycle called, a Boko Haram motorcycle, and 2 bags of, rice. All these are happening because we have a system and a government that have failed every Nigerian this evening. But yet the international community continue to pump in money and whatever they are doing, hoping that they can save Nigeria from dissolving or collapsing. Nigeria is a food basket of the international community for its citizens and languishing in poverty. Thank you so much. Once again, you are watching a live transmission on Naija Voices. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé, tó ń gbọ́ wa lóko, níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa. Adúpẹ́ fún yín. Thank you so much for the super chat. RO. Mr. Olawumi also say that is why the Northerner doesn't want the breakup of Nigeria. Ibukun Ogunfayiti say the indigenous declaration is set to benefit the world, freedom and prosperity. Mr. Olawumi also say Nigeria means monkey they walk, baboon they chop. Mrs. Janet Lawa said the Fulani should have kidnapped him when he was on his way to the okay. I'm sure you mean Pastor Kumuyi. Pastor Mo say who to Buhari and all politicians. Omodudu Animi says Eledumare bless Yoruba nation. Continue to read your comment. We'll also continue to pray for every victim of terrorism in Nigeria today. The next question then is as we want to get you the next track out, let us remind ourselves that the Yoruba nation continue, the acclamation, the campaign, and everything that we are told, as we now say, this is the music I want us to enjoy. While we're waiting for that to come up, Lizzie Ijaya, Buhari is a madman, and others. Okay. Once again, a very good evening on Star Radio UK. Good evening to you back in the other side of the globe, and welcome on Instagram. Let's watch and listen. Let's listen to Janet Olile. Let's read some of your comments as from the other platform. Mrs. Grace Senior said most of the Obas have been running away from the Yoruba land. Okay, where are they running to? Up Yoruba Nation is what Ola Bello just posted. And let me read some of your comments backwards as well. What is wrong with all this religion? Okay, Ayodeji says, what is wrong with all these religion leaders? If they don't have good things to say, they should just keep quiet. Thank you so much, Mr. Salami. Mr. Koiki, Yoruba Nation now not going back. Mrs. Bumi Adeleke say, Baba Kumuyi is just using brain. The answer should be yes or no, but he's not saying that. Please, you can also play Agaga. Okay, I will get that for you. Once again, it is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Olatunji say Nigeria is on corner and it cannot wake up again. So bye-bye. So you still want us to turn off the oxygen. My name is Ola Yomi Koiki, and every Wednesday, this is how we do it on Starr Radio UK. This song is coming from Janet Orilede, means my own country. Kolade Olushola said, we are ready for separation. We now have enough northerner forums. This is headline from Phoenix. Wari said, Mad Nigeria Airways have been grounded flying into US since 2001. May Nigeria never happen to you. So, what is the way forward? Nigeria, what is the way forward as election is getting closer? The self-determination continue to get their gears ready as they're preparing for the mega rally. And I'll be telling you more about all the activities on the Yoruba Nation Clubhouse, not Yoruba Nation on Twitter tomorrow. What are you doing in terms of the campaign for the Yoruba Nation? What role are you playing? Are you sitting behind the fence or are you doing yours as well so that we can continue to engage and educate our people? The more reason why Yoruba Nation needs to go. Again, Abacha is trending at number 6 this evening, and I'm sure you know why. Abacha loot was returned to Nigeria after so many years that Abacha have died. Are you of the view that since Soviet Union was able to break up in 1991, there should not be any other reason that Nigeria not to break as well? But what are the international communities saying when it comes to the issues of Nigeria? It's all going to happen tomorrow on Twitter Space. I'll be telling you what is going to happen on Twitter Space. A very good evening to you, Api Rashid, and also Prince says, stop wasting the oxygen. Okay, all right, this is interesting. Stop wasting the oxygen on a dead country. We need the oxygen in Yoruba Nation. Okay, that's coming from one of our listeners there. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí níbikíbi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa lórí ètò ti Starr Radio UK láṣálẹ́ níbi tí a tún ń gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹ̀wò nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Kí ni ìtẹ̀síwájú Nàìjíríà? Kí la gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kí Nàìjíríà kó continue ni àbí kí wọ́n ní ká má tún waste gáàsì àti oxygen yẹn ká tọ́jú ẹ̀ fún Yorùbá Nation. Ǹjẹ́ ń ta fẹ́ náà ni gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́? Ǹjẹ́ ń ta fẹ́ náà ni gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà fẹ́? Kí la máa sọ fáwọn tó ní pé nítọ̀dán a gbọ́dọ̀ lọ dìbò ní 2023 pẹ̀lú election tó ń bọ̀. Àní kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí Twitter lọ́la? Ó ń bọ̀ lórí Twitter lọ́la, màá ṣàlàyé fún yókù díẹ̀. Tó bá fẹ́ mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí Twitter lọ́la, ó gbọ́dọ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ Twitter láti lè kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la. Àwọn Yorùbá Nation Clubhouse wọ́n ń gbétò kan bọ̀ lórí Twitter lọ́la. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó fi sọ, ó kù díẹ̀ náà. Àní ìyà yìí tó get the languishing in Nigeria is becoming very difficult so many Nigerians can no longer eat 3 square meals. Yoruba Nation on Clubhouse tomorrow is going to happen. Nigeria electoral system, a sham or distraction is going to be the topic. I'm going to be streaming it as well tomorrow. Make sure you sit back at about 2 p.m. local time, 2:30 rather, where this is going to be coming up. Okay, Sammy says, we Brooklyn Street boys are ready. It is going to be battle to finish. Victory is ours and we will never give up. Aniselo retweeted Lola, the Nigerian electoral system, a sham or distraction. Hey, I hope you are doing the same thing as well. At almost quarter to 8 p.m., we're just about 45 minutes before the end of tonight's program. So I'm going to go through some of the headline again. 2023 elections, Nigeria will rejoice. That is coming from the founder of Deeper Life. Lamido cohort causes PDP defeat in 2015. Wiki. Why Falconette overstayed at Istanbul airport. NFF. I was actually watching. I looked up to some of the pictures of this is the disgrace. Nigeria can happen to you anywhere. Imagine, the Falconette overstayed at Istanbul, and the images is just very poor. I'm talking about, we can't even get them an hotel to sleep, and it's a disgrace that Nigeria has happened to them. The Nigerian Football Federation has explained why players and officials of the under-20 girls national team, the Falconette, overstayed at the Istanbul airport. The NFF General Secretary, Dr. Muhammad Sanusi, who made the clarification in a statement on Wednesday, maintained that there were a lot of factors that led to the delay the players experienced at the Turkish airport. According to him, a number of factors, including the inability to secure a transit visa, led to the team having to stay 24 hours. I don't understand what they mean that, a transit visa. If you're traveling out of a country to another country and you have to pass through multiple countries, those transit visas should have been sorted out, resolved before you board the first leg of your trip. You don't get to a country and then try to resolve the transit visa. This is what Nigeria has done to the Falconette tonight. According to him, a number of factors, including the inability to secure a transit visa, led to the team having to stay 24 hours at the airport in Turkey on their way from the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Imagine those that were meant to represent a country. If Nigeria was a great country, if Nigeria with all the stolen wealth, like we're still receiving from the dead dictator Sani Abacha, $23 million, if Nigeria was truly a country for you, these Falconets should have been chartered on an aircraft direct from where they were coming from without any need to have a stopover in Turkey. Nigeria has actually happened to them. I cannot show you those pictures, but you can go on the social media and you'll be able to see those pictures. This is what Nigeria does to everybody. It doesn't matter whether you are rich, whether you are poor. Nigeria will happen to you at some point in our lifetime. The Falconette had to sleep on the floor. The pictures I got here, they were literally sleeping on the floor. Nigeria could not provide an aircraft to bring them back home after the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. But rather, Abacha was looting money just as every other single politicians of today. The same politicians are telling Nigerians, all will be well, all will be great. Let us just get another term and give us your mandate. Use your PVC to vote us in. We give you Okada without no good road. We give you Okada, and when you have an accident, you will have to pay from your nose when you get to the general hospital. The economy is zero. Nothing seems to function. Electricity. Somebody wanted to buy electricity, there's no network. Imagine you are trying to buy electricity and there's no net, because you need the internet to process that transaction. Somebody said the thing might defect. The factor is that they might defect. Imagine, they had no reason to pass through Turkey. Nigeria could have chartered an aircraft to bring them back home. We have that kind of money. But this money is not going to be spent on these individuals that think that they still believe in one Nigeria. Some of them probably are not having a good time, but they're having some of it a little bit time because they're representing Nigeria in a football match. They had to literally sleep on the floor. I can see the picture right here, but I cannot show you those pictures. You'll have to go on the social media. Let's take it through. EFCC arranged Cubana manager over $164 million fraud. Deborah Samwa, U.S. honors slain Sokoto student. How many of you remember Deborah? Deborah, a Christian, was massacred, burnt to death. She pleaded for her life. But the terrorist animals in the northern part of the country refused to listen to her. Again, why is the international community keeping quiet? Not saying so much when it comes to the fate of the indigenous people. Why are they trying to let us keep this marriage and more people will die? Good evening to you, Lasisi Babatunde. I cite you as well. Akinwumi says they would rather give Niger Republic 1.4 billion Zoological Republic on Nigeria. Femi Kasali say the general hospital that doesn't even have electricity or paracetamol. Okay, when you talk about the paracetamol, when I went out today to my local store, each time I go, I pick up about 2 of that because you can't buy more than 2. And it just reminds me how cheap those paracetamol are. They're not even up to £1. I think I bought them at about less than 50p. Once again, we pray for the family of every innocent Nigerians that have been killed, either through one reason or the other. But one thing we can remind you is, may Nigeria never happen to you. Don't give room, to the current situation of these politicians. The politicians know what they are doing. They are very, very smart. The politicians will keep you in that bondage. They understand the game. You might not understand the game, but the politicians know the game very well. The politicians know that the longer they keep you in one Nigeria, the better for every single one of them. Don't give room for any politicians. Make up your decision now. Make up your mind so that you will not be a victim of Nigeria. You might say that Nigeria is going to be a great country like the Western world. It's just a matter of time. Are you 45 years old like the man that was killed in Ilorin? 16, the name of the hotel is 16. Okay, let me try and get that. And he was actually killed just like our uncle, was also killed. 16 Hour is the name of the hotel. And this actually happened in Ilorin where he was killed by the terrorists. Please do not think that whatever we're saying here is a joke. May Nigeria never happen to you. And the news there says how a Kwara hotel proprietor, bear with me, I think gunmen kill an hotelier. They were also adopted. There's nothing called gunmen, okay? Don't let them fool you. These are terrorists. These are the headlines that the Nigerian media put out there. These are full-blown terrorists. Actually kills the owner of the hotel. His friend has been adopted. The manager is so much in pain as he was injured. This took place on Sunday evening when terrorists attacked an hotel in Ilorin, killing the owner, Mr. Kayode Akinyemi, seriously injured his manager, Emmanuel Olushila Ojo, and also a friend of the hotelier who was at the scene of the incident was adopted. Nigeria is a crime scene. Nigeria is something that can happen to anybody at any time. Do not be a victim of that. Let us ask ourselves the question. We're still going to bring the picture of Deborah back. I'm going to return back to that conversation. Deborah, even those that killed her are still out there, saying whatever they believe in. We can't continue to live in denial. Don't allow the politician to use you for their own gain. It is time that we all speak out now before it is too late. Don't look away as if everything is working in Nigeria. Nothing. Elokoike, Lukman says, I don't want to talk about Nigeria entirely. Please focus on how we get our Yoruba nation. I'm going to talk about that in about 6 minutes. Let's just, let's talk about more other issues. Thank you so much as your comment keep coming. And we keep saying, may Nigeria never happen to us. Nigeria is a crime scene, and we must now allow Nigeria to go. As we say, all the time on this Star Radio UK and all our other platforms, don't let anybody fool you that Nigeria will become a great country. Nigeria is now winding down, and a lot of the politicians knows that. But the job of the politician is to continue to deceive Nigeria and tell you everything will be fine. They're asking you to get your PVC. But what they're not telling you is why the university have been closed down for almost 7 months. May Nigeria never happen to you, just as Nigeria happened to our beautiful sister, Deborah. And we're trying to get a picture, onto the screen. And I say once again, before we go further, let us enjoy this music. Once again, a very good evening and welcome. All right, while we're still getting that, we're struggling to get the image of Deborah out. I'm just going to go quickly, to the conversation right now. The United States Department of State has now honored the slain Sokoto student, Deborah Samwa. Deborah, a 200-level student of home economics at the Shagari College of Education, Sokoto, was murdered by Islamic extremists and set ablaze after she advised her classmates against posting religious materials on their WhatsApp page. In marking the U.S. International Day commemorating the victims of violence based on religion or belief on August 22, Deborah's picture was uploaded on the website of the U.S. Office of Religious Freedom. So let's try and see where we can get a picture onto the screen. Just bear with us. Our image went viral, and you could just tell you that this is just so many out of the crime that happened in Nigeria. We pray that Nigeria does not happen to you and your family, because we don't know who is going to be the next victim when it comes to the issue of Nigeria. Nigeria has become a death trap. Don't be part of those that wants to save it. A lot of you might disagree with us by saying that we can still revive and fix Nigeria. I totally disagree with that, because I know from everything that we've talked about, from everything that we have said continuously, Nigeria is now becoming a crime scene. And the only way we can solve all these issues now is to allow the indigenous people to go their separate ways and let us leave Nigeria alone. Nigeria will not happen to you. Nigeria will not happen to me. But if we leave Nigeria the way it is, 10 years, 20 years to come, there might not be anybody, to come and tell you that Nigeria will not happen to you, because by that time, Nigeria would have happened to almost every one of us. Even the former Prime Minister Abubakar Tafawa Balewa also, Abubakar says that the 1914 is the mistake of the 1914. But the British government during this era believed that they were doing the needful by joining us together. And right now, the joining of Nigeria with us has created more issues, more problems. And these problems, is something that we continue to ask ourselves. Should we continue with Nigeria? We're just about half an hour before the end of tonight's program, while we are also lining up the next music. Somebody requested Agaga. So Agaga will be coming in as we now also remind you that this week is a very busy week. Let's listen to Agaga. And here, I think the picture of Deborah is now coming on the screen. We all remember her. We can only pray for her. She was killed, just as Tolulokwe Arotile was killed. That is the picture of Deborah. For those of us that are not from Nigeria and you've been trying to figure out, what and why she was recognized by the United States of America. The reason for that is she was not only murdered, she was also burnt to death in Sokoto State, because she only says, do not post religious materials on a WhatsApp group. And the question now is, how many people the American government would have to continue, to give this kind of honor? I would rather want the American government to look into all the issues of Nigeria and allow Nigeria to dissolve quietly, rather than continue to give us this honor. This is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I say good evening to you, Chinedu, on the chinedu.ogbon, and the rest of you that have joined us on Instagram and all the platforms. Divine Grace say, even Obasanjo says, the Nigeria we have today is a dangerous one. May Nigeria never happen to you. Let me just recap some of those that have been killed in Nigeria when it comes to the atrocity of Nigeria that we have. Do you remember Dr. Chinelo? She was actually killed during the attack on the train network that was heading from Abuja to Kaduna. And yes, Festor Keyamo was saying that it can drive from Abuja to Kaduna without any security. This is Dr. Chinelo. May her soul rest in peace. Should we remember Chiere? Chiere was killed by the Nigerian DSS, just as we saw the death of so many innocent Nigerians during the NSAS 2 years ago. Today, no justice for any of the NSAS. Also, there was also a lot of atrocity that took place in the southeast of Nigeria during as it was happening in the Lekki toll gate. As we speak so much today, there have been so many Nigerians that are still languishing in the prison because of the, either their participation or not that happened during the NSAS. 2 years down the line, I remember someone gave birth, in one of the prison, and she was eventually released. She has been in the prison for almost 1 year. This is what Nigeria can do to you and me. Do you remember this girl, our beautiful sister, Jumoke Oyeleke? Again, she was killed by the Nigerian police. The commissioner in Lagos State, the governor of Lagos State actually, made this happen because it was meant to be a peaceful rally until they brought out their bulldogs, and Jumoke Oyeleke, that was not participating in the mega rally in July 3rd last year, eventually was shut down by the Nigerian police and the commissioner. Again, Do you remember her face? This is our beautiful sister, Bamishe. Bamishe left work on her way home, but today she's no longer with us. Her aged parent cannot give her to somebody like her anymore. The governor of Lagos State have not actually done anything to look into this crime and also bring those that are responsible. She boarded a BRT. For those of you that do not understand what BRT is, it's like myself boarding into or going into the London transport system. And eventually I got missing, killed, and my body dumped somewhere in Peckham. This was actually what happened in what you should call the mega city of Lagos State. She left work on her way to her brother, where the brother's wife was expecting a baby. She wanted to give them something as a designer that's do all kind of clothing. She was not even on the right age. She had a vision, but her vision was stopped by Nigeria. She was not just only molested, she was thrown out of the vehicle while another vehicle was behind, naked. Her body was found somewhere in Ebutero in Lagos State. The governor tried to deny. The transport system is now saying, oh, the person that did so was not part of them. The question is, she was also able to record a short clip while she was in that vehicle, send that to her friend, but we never saw her again. And it took a lot of pressure even before her body was eventually released to the family. The Lagos State governor was trying to bribe the family of Bamishe by giving them a place in Ikorodu. This is what Nigeria could do to you. Again, remember Tolulokpa Rotile. I'll take you a little bit back. Do you remember Kokoro Igbowo? He was actually killed again by those that worked with the governor of Oyo State. I'm talking about Seyi Makinde. These are all the atrocities that happen on a daily basis in Nigeria that nobody cares about. How many Nigerians are dead? How many Nigerians have been killed today? But yet, no resolve into this crime. Again, do we remember the late Chief M.K. Abiola? The late Chief M.K. Abiola, a philanthropist, a man of the people that won the clear, freest election in 1993. And today, he's no longer with us because he was killed by the... Do you think that Nigeria is going to work? Ask yourself this question, and you will then answer it to your own self. Remember that we lost again 2 innocent people during the assassination attempt on the life of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igbowo. Igbowo was only asking that his people should not be killed, as the terrorists were invading the farms, massacring and killing so many people, destroying farmland. They invaded his house. He escaped, but 2 of his friends and uncle, to your left-hand side is Adogon. Adogon was killed and murdered by the Nigerian government on the 1st of July 2021. Right inside Chief Sunday Igbowo residence. His uncle that was just performing his late night prayer as a Muslim, he was completely shot and their body was dragged with pool of blood. As we speak today, nobody knows where the body is. Have the body been buried by the federal government without the consent of the family? Have the body been deposited somewhere that we do not know? We continue to ask the federal government of Nigeria to release the dead body of Adogon, Alhaji, and Alhaji Fatai. May we continue to pray for them, and may we continue to pray for the wife as well. May Nigeria never, never happen to any one of us. We remember Tolulokpe Arotile. Let me show you a bit of Tolulokpe Arotile right in this image. Tolulokpe Arotile, as we know her, is a very beautiful, hardworking, powerful, Yoruba woman that was eventually killed, by the federal government again. We were told that a vehicle reversed onto her. Till today, nobody has a clear reason why she was killed. But what we were told is she was doing more than what she was meant to do as the first ever helicopter combat pilot in Nigeria. She died, again, serving Nigeria. Again, let us remember, so many lives that have been killed in Nigeria. And again, we ask, should we continue with Nigeria? And all these questions are something that you need to answer to yourself. As we're trying to say, Nigeria will not happen to you, Nigeria will not happen to me. But are you sure? Because in 1986, as we know, and from record, Babangida literally sent a letter bomb to Delegiwa. And today, Babangida is 85, but he never allowed Delegiwa to live beyond 40 plus. Delegiwa was blown apart, with that letter bomb that came from Babangida. I'm talking about the former military dictator that also took the annulment of the election. And what we are saying today is, may Nigeria never happen to you. Nigeria continue to remain one of the most, terrorized country, one of the most country where freedom of speech, one of the country where genocide is taking place, and the country that remains the capital poverty of the world, terrorism. All these are the reason why the indigenous people are saying, we've had enough of this union. This union is no longer working. And as we've been told by the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, may so continue to rest in perfect peace. Let us remember our massacre killing. This happened in the southwest of Nigeria, where terrorists went into the church, massacre innocent people that were praying to God. These are animals that, again, we continue to say, may Nigeria not happen to us. As we continue to say, Nigeria remains a crime scene. And if we don't allow Nigeria to live, and that means we are already all going to be trapped in Nigeria. The late Chief Obafemi Awolowo says, and I quote, Nigeria is not a nation. It is a mere geographical expression. And this is why we are saying the right of the indigenous people must be respected by the international community. If the Yoruba say we don't want to be part of Nigeria, they must respect that, just as other countries have their own independent nation. Nigeria is a country that has so multiple nations inside it. It has lasted for 62 years, trying to keep it going with full terrorism in the world. The government have looked away while allowing terrorists to invade almost every part of Nigeria today. The government decided not to do so much to stop the menace by equipping a lot of the security in the country. Are you one of those that sit every day and praying that Nigeria should be a better place? I'm asking you again, why not ask yourself, if you have your own nation, you might be better off than being part of Nigeria today. You might be stronger in economy. You might be respected, as against the Nigeria where nobody is respected, where footballers that represent Nigeria were left stranded sleeping at the airport in Turkey. I will not even sleep in Turkey airport if I have to travel through that route, because you have to plan before you make such journey. Who made that mistake? Was it deliberate? These are all the questions that you need to keep asking yourself. But again and again, you are still listening to Starr Radio UK, 12 minutes past 8 p.m. The politicians are out again in Jamboree, telling you that we will fix all the problems that the previous one could not fix, or we will chase away the new one and bring in a new one. All these are nothing but the same illusion that you have been told for 62 years. There have been coup upon coup. There have been opportunity that have been missed. If we miss this same opportunity again, that means the record will be there to say we've all had a role that should have been perfected, but we failed. But if we do the right thing now, there's probability that the next generation will not have any reason to travel out of Nigeria looking for greener pasture. They will not have to travel and risk their life. Family will not be breaking apart because the wife and the husband are not together. The children is far away because they have to send them on a long journey to the other part of the globe. Once again, may Nigeria never happen to you. I remember what the late Dr. Malafia told us, and I quote, that this year is a very, very important year that we have to open our eyes. Let's go again and listen to Yoruba Jimasun by Agaga. As we say all the time on Nigeria Voices, may Nigeria never happen to you. Once again, do not be deceived that Nigeria will be a great country. Nigeria is becoming a country that needs to expire, and we turn off the oxygen tonight. Once again, if those that represent a country like Nigeria in football and we ended up sleeping in the tarmac of an airport, it shows that the country is completely going into the breakup and the verge. It's actually going into, Nigeria is actually at the verge of breakup. The Yorubas are one people, one culture, one language. Yoruba Niwa, we are not Nigerians. Nigeria was created by Lugard and his girlfriend, in 1914. Once again, a very good evening as we continue, to say Nigeria never open to us. I will probably take this will be our last call, and I hope the caller wants to. Hello, good evening. Are you calling to Starr Radio UK?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Koike.
Good evening and welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm enjoying the program. Although I'm at work, I will make it so brief.
You're welcome.
So I heard that you're talking about to switch off the oxygen in Nigeria, right?
Yes.
That is very important, because there's a lot I need to say, but because we're on the program, I'll just be brief, because if the oxygen is not switched off, okay, the situation will still be going on the way it is, okay? I will tell you one thing, because you know me, and you know my brother, you know what we are all about, okay? So, what I'm about to tell you, okay, and tell the listener, the audience, is that to switch off the oxygen in Nigeria, especially in the Yoruba land, to start from Yoruba land, to switch everything about Nigeria out of Yoruba land is very important, because about my other brother, my fellow soldier, is in prison here in UK for felony.
We're listening. Okay, I think the network is going to come back. It flipped a little bit, and I think it's going to come back. Hello?
Hello,
yeah. You're back. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. No, they locked him up, okay, for felony or treason, okay, which they don't want to say, which never committed because of what we are saying. But what I want to say is that because in the level we operate with the British government now, because our people might think whether we are lunatics or what. No. We are operating in what do I talk and third-party communication. Okay? The British government are saying the Yorubas are cowards. Not the first time they said it to us, not the second time. Okay? So it's right now we have to switch off Nigeria, that oxygen. Because once we do it, then it's going to have effect here in the UK.
Okay.
It's going to have effect here in the UK. I'm just trying to bring this one in for our people to know where we stand as a Yoruba, okay? Because if we don't start as a Yoruba, start something, the rumors that will fight for us, because they are there. They said they are ready to fight for us, but we have to trigger something, okay? Yeah. We have to trigger something. Once we trigger it, this is what will make the rumor to come over. They are coming to fight. This is not a joke.
Okay.
This is not a joke. Okay?
Okay.
The communication is there. Me and my brother, we are staying here. We don't have the paper of staying in this country. And they've been arresting us from 2018 to this very day, arrested several times. They cannot deport us here. So this is just what I want our people, especially the Yorubas, to know. Because this is what I always tell the Yorubas, know who you are. Know thyself, because the British government, they are top people. They are afraid of the Yorubas. This is why they release Chief Sunday Igboho. They are afraid. We have to switch that oxygen off there. The power is in our hand now. The power is in the hand of the Yoruba, but it's Because we have to take fear out. We know Professor Sobanji and the leaders, I know there's something that might be okay, yeah, but because of if it's happened or what, but this time there's no fear. And when room one, they want to debate. Want to debate, they are ready, but we have to start something. They cannot come, they cannot come and support us. I was watching a video today. I called my niece in Nigeria. She's from Surulere. She was crying. The life has no meaning anymore for them. I said, look, very soon they're going to talk about mega rally. She has to be ready with everybody to go out for the mega rally. Which will we go out here? Because we have to start something. We have to start something. No? When we start, it will shake the whole Nigerian government and the British government.
Okay.
I wouldn't have much to say.
Thank you so much.
I would not, because there's still a lot of things I would have said, but I can't bring it on
That's fine. Thank you so much, and we hope we can catch up with you again on this Niger Voices. We really appreciate the time spent with us this evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben. Well, that was Mr. Ben, a caller as well, a concerned caller, just as a lot of people are concerned when it comes to the situation of Nigeria. Nigeria is literally becoming a country that is collapsing, and we hope the international community will do all this necessary before it is too late. International community must not look away and allow Nigeria, to become the next war zone. As we are coming towards the end of the program tonight, let me quickly recap what we should be expecting, for the benefit of those of us that would like to be part of an event that is happening this weekend. So much is going to be happening. 2 events is running, in the Yoruba land this weekend. There will be a movement that is coming up from Ilaro. There will also be a movement that is coming up also from the Ibadan. All these, I would also be bringing all the transmission to those of you that are following us on all our platforms. Likewise, we are also saying that there would also be a lot happening in terms of engagement here in UK, should you have the time. On Saturday, there will be at the Gillette Square in Dalston from 12 p.m. Ilana UK upcoming carnival. If you'd like to be part of that, please also follow all the necessary information that is being given out as we speak. The Yorubas are saying they've had enough from Nigeria. The Yorubas are saying that they want now out of Nigeria, but that can only happen if everybody joins on together and prepare for the best engagement to let Nigeria to be dissolved. Oxygen must be turned off. But as the election continue, a lot of people are saying we can still manage Nigeria. It's just that Nigeria do not have the right characteristic and all that leadership issue. Is it the leadership issue? Tomorrow I will be discussing the brief of what we discussed on the morning show. But next week I will be coming back again, and we might have a guest. Also on Friday, I'm hosting, we have a guest that will be joining us on our platform known as Ogbeni Adiku Makonjuola. And the topic that we're going to discuss is the state of the Yoruba nation in the contemporary, already expired one Nigeria. It's going to be fascinating. It's going to happen Friday, August 26, 2022 at 8 p.m. And that is going to happen on our own platform. It's going to be something interactive. We will have the phone line open, and you'll also be able to participate as well. So these are some of the lineup. Tomorrow, likewise, the Yoruba Nation now are also having, some kind of engagement with us tomorrow. We talked about that earlier. And what are they going to be discussing tomorrow? The Yoruba Nation now, the Nigeria electoral system, a sham or destruction. Thank you so much, me Adebanjo Shegun on Instagram, Yoruba Nation, not going back, Mr. Koiki, Ojo, Ola, and one more. ló kàn ní àṣedùmarè. Yes, you're quite right. We need to remember that we're not going to be here forever. Those that were here before have all left us, and they left us in a country that is not working at all. Nigeria, as it is right now, is bankrupt. They can't pay the lecturers cannot be paid, the teachers cannot be paid. So I'm just going to go quickly again one more time and look at what you've all been saying when it comes to your comment. Omodudu Animi said, declaration now. Waris Jinadu said, with no urgent hotel reservation for the team. What? The team, when somebody must have spent the money, the Minister of Sport must have spent the money that is meant to be given to them. In the first place, if they were traveling en route to a country and they do not have the visa, all that should have been sorted out before they board the first leg. But that is Nigeria for you, and you cannot be concentrating on Nigeria anymore. Ibikunle says, indigenous declaration is set to benefit the world, freedom and prosperity now. Ruka at the moment, we say, thank you, caller. And as we said, that was our last call for tonight. Let's see how and what is coming up on the YouTube of Star Radio UK. Muiwa says, yes, Yoruba ni wow. Miss Liz Dada says, Mr. Laimiko Equato. Rashid says, no going back, Yoruba Nation now. Let's see what they're saying on the other platforms. Good evening to you, Mr. Abdullahi. Good evening to you if you're watching me from the northern part of Nigeria this evening, from the southeast, from all the 195 global world. I say good evening. As I'm going to be ending in just 5 minutes, all we'd like to say is, as the campaign continues, I was in a meeting with Professor Banji Akintoye on Sunday, and all he says is the mega rally is the next thing that we should all be expecting. The government have been given a letter up to the 30th of September to respond for the negotiation of a peaceful exit of the Yoruba people out of Nigeria, or the Oduduwa Republic, or the Yoruba Kingdom. But one thing is, will the federal government respond to that? I might look into that next week. But this weekend, also the Lagos State Union will be having their 30th anniversary celebration, this particular Saturday, and we wish them all the best. We have them last week, and we say thank you so much to the president, Mr. Ibrahim Igbo, and all the members of the Lagos State Union, Ireland, and the United Kingdom. My name is Ola Yomikoike. As we're just about 4 minutes away, I would like to appreciate every single one of you that have stayed tuned once again tonight. It's a packed one this week, and we will catch up. We will try to transmit as many as possible. As we all say, let us remain that the Yoruba out of Nigeria, it is our right, and it's nothing that anyone should tell you otherwise. We are not secessionists. We are not the terrorists that is creating the problem in the Yoruba land. We are the one trying to stop our identity, our culture, our language from being stolen from us by the caliphate that have now invaded almost every part of Yoruba land. The Yoruba people are good, loving people. We are accommodating. We care. We are not fighting because there's a religious problem among us. We are fighting to get ourselves to be free from the danger ahead that we can all witness. And when you look at what the Nobel laureate Professor Wale Soyinka said in one of his videos, he says, we are already surrendered and we have to mobilize. We have to do everything. If you can do something, think about it right now and do it. What role are you going to play in the mega rally? That will be something we will discuss next week on the Star Radio UK. Are you going to be involved? Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Are you an engineer? What role do you want to play in the upcoming mega rally? The rally is getting closer. I don't have a date yet. Nobody has a date. But like I said on Sunday, when Professor Banji Akintoye spoke to some of us, during a small, short Zoom meeting, he said that he might be attending the rally as well. Wow, that is going to be a very interesting one. And we look forward to the mega rally. A lot of you that are complaining that you don't have the flags, and we can tell you that the first batch of the flag arrived. I'm talking about the flag that was made, and sent back home. Those flags have literally arrived. As you can see, they're very beautiful. There are not a lot of that. If you want to support so that we can make more of these, what you're looking at, then you can contact me on all the numbers or the email that you have, and we can produce as many of that. So this flag has literally arrived back home, and that will be distributed to the little that we can get to those that we already have in mind. We might not be able to get to everybody, but one thing I can say is, if you are also thinking of making one, please do it now before it is too late. Do your t-shirt, get your flags, get your face cap, get your polo shirt, and if you don't have any of such, just get a white outfit with a white handkerchief. It's going to be one of the most peaceful 1 million march that will shut down the Yoruba land. I'm not sure where exactly, but I think it might be Lagos from what I'm hearing. I'm not too sure yet, but like I said, all these will be communicated at the appropriate time to every single one of us. Orúkọ tèmi ni Yomi Koiki, and I say thank you so much for being part of the Starr Radio UK tonight, and I'll be back again next week Wednesday, and I'll take you now to Agaga to finish it up tonight. Once again, a very good evening and bye from this part of the globe. This is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, Starr Radio UK. Wow, it's been a long day, as usual. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire tí ẹ ti bá wa dá sí ètò tálẹ́. As we say, in Nigeria never happened to you. I'm just going to talk for a very, very short period. I've been talking throughout today. Let me bring my camera to me. And it's sort of people because I've been talking throughout today. Throughout today, I've been on the phone, problem not solved. It's been a long day, so much is sort of lately. So we're not gonna stay a very long time. It's just to appreciate every one of us. The rally is gonna come up soon. It's not easy. Yami GR1. I've been busy with the right following to learn GR1. I'm on GR1. I've been very busy. And I'm so tired. So tonight, we're not coming out anymore. But we're $2 like but alone. Where we continue to campaign. Ekushe nínú yàrá kìnìún. Ẹni láti brief me. Don't remember president sọ̀rọ̀ náà. Ǹjẹ́ bá àwọn tó wà nísàlẹ̀ náà sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Kó tó declare. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbáradì fún rally yẹn. Rally yẹn máa tú ewu kan jáde tó máa ní agbára. And I know the government, when I say the government, a lot of you are worried about Buhari. Ẹ jẹ́ n tàn fáànì ẹ̀ padà. Torí kó má máa echo wọnú broadcast ẹ̀ mo ṣe pa lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ẹ ń worry nípa Buhari. Buhari kọ́ ni problem wa. Buhari kọ́ ni problem wa. Hausa kọ́ ni problem wa. Fulani kọ́ ni problem wa. Àwa la máa decide tá bá ti ready pàfẹ́ lọ. Àwa ara wa la máa make decision yẹn. Nígbà tásìkò bá tó tá bá náà fẹ́ lọ. Àwa ara wa la máa sọ pàfẹ́ lọ. Kò ń ṣe Buhari ló ń dá wa dúró, ẹ má bínú. Kò ń ṣe Buhari ló ń dá wa dúró. Buhari báwo lè ṣe hàn pé Buhari ṣì wà láyé. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá wa. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yé nísìn. It's a lot of things that we're dealing with, but we thank God. Uncle wa kan pè mí báyìí nígbà tí mo ń ṣe gbogbo environment mi fún it's not easy. So àwa ara wa la máa decide. Ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn politician yẹn wọ́n fi renew contract ní ìwọ́ ìwà yẹn. Wọ́n fi renew contract. A lè gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn láyè yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ń paná bẹ́ẹ̀. iná méjì ni mo ń operate kó lè bá bright. Nigeria everywhere na darkness, nothing seems to be working. Apology I didn't parọ́ fún yín. I need go better, it go better. It go better lọ sọ fún Prophecies mi àti mom sí. It go better, it go better. Àbí nǹkan tó ń sọ fún nìyẹn. Ní kan politician bá ti ń jẹ ayé tó ń rówó. Àwọn náà mọ̀ pé àwọn máa kú. Ìwà ìjẹ́ ìṣètò ilé. It lè ṣe make sense. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yé nísìn. Politician mọ̀ pé ó máa kú but kò sí tó kan. Àbíyàn kan wà tó lè ṣògùn pé ògùn kíyàn máa kú kò sí. Gbogbo ala máa kú but olùṣí làwọn politician lẹ Yorùbá. Àwọn gangan ní problem. Kò ń ṣe Haúsá àti Fúlàní. Yàrá politician ẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń sọ fún wa pé ọmọ àlè là wá pé kí la máa ṣe. Nǹkan sọ fún wa nìyẹn. So but àwa sọ fún wa pé a kì í ṣọmọ àlè. Àwa dúró torí pé àwọn bàbá wa tí a dúró pé wọ́n máa make gbogbo final decision which there is no doubt in my mind. So àwọn politician yẹn ń sọ fún wa pé ọmọ àlè ni wá àbí bóyá àwa lọmọ àlè bí àwa lọmọ ọkọ ojú ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àjọ wa. Mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn kì í ṣàwọn nàdẹ́kò lẹ fi jẹ owó lẹ fi dolówó gbogbo yín not gbogbo wọn majority wọn. Pé báwọn náà ṣe ń jà nígbà yẹn ni nígbà ẹ ti pa ń pè wá Abíọ́lá o ẹ ti pa ń pè àwọn kan dẹ̀ lọ sẹ́yìn wọn ń gba Ghana must go wọ́n dolówó. Mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yá mi Rafia. So but this time around we are not going to tolerate that. So kò táwa tí a bá rò pé ẹ lè fa gbogbo wa wálẹ̀ pé bí a máa báyọ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀ no independent ní gbogbo wa. Èmi o number one I only trust myself and Baba wa Chief Sunday Igboho. That's all. Inú ara mi ni mo mọ̀ àti Igboho. Torí màá tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ lèmọ́ tá à ń sọ. Bọ́ gbogbo àwọn pé kíní kan náà ara mi ìwọ náà tẹnu ààrẹ dáadáa. Bọ́pẹ́ máa rí pẹ́ lè dá kíní ta ẹ̀ ń dáùtì níta lè ṣe. Ẹ rò pé Igboho nìkan ló fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ti kọjá mo sọ fún yín pé máa connect woman yẹn pẹ̀lú Igboho ìyàwó yẹn tọ́nà àwọn ti náwọn èèyàn 100 kan tí wọ́n fi kó jáde fún rally chief bá mi kí wọn dáadáa ní ọ̀sán yìí ìyá yẹn send gbogbo wọ́n ti ṣaṣọ ṣe fìlà rally làwọn èèyàn dúró dè rally yẹn ó máa dún tátátátá ni mo lè sọ peaceful à ń bá lọ bọ̀ tó bá ti dán mí gbóná lé wa lórí báyìí àwa náà máa dán mí gbóná lé wọn lórí lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó ti yé nǹkan tí mo sọ kí wọ́n fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ wàláì máa make sure pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn mo kó nǹkan lé wọn lọ́wọ́ a máa kó nǹkan lé wọn lọ́wọ́ a ní fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ní kúure tó bá dán mí gbóná láwọn ọmọ yẹn lọ́wọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àwọn anìkọ́ dán mí gbóná láwọn náà lórí padà ni eléyìí máa ń ṣègbà July 3rd ẹ lọ ṣe yẹn mo jókòó sí ibà má tọmọ tó wà nílé èmi ò ní lọ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ ibi tá a jókòó náà láti máa dá wàhálà yẹn lẹ̀ mo sọ fún yín pé state kan láti máa paná Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin tẹ́kàn tẹ̀lé wa ẹ̀yin ní kẹsà ẹ ṣáà máa support àwọn ọmọ yẹn ń dira mo lè confam yẹn fún yín àti mi rí mi wọ́n ń dira mo ń rí pé wọ́n ń dira wọ́n dẹ̀ ń dira yẹn lóòótọ́ a nídìí rẹ̀ púpọ̀ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn la nídìí a ti yọ ẹ̀pà àbí kí ló máa ń sọ a ti yọ ṣáàfù kúrò ní rice a ti mọ àwọn tó jẹ́ gidi tẹ́lẹ̀ lèmi náà dá wọn rùn wọn kọ̀ọ̀kan náwó síbi náwó sàn nísìn a ti mọ àwọn tá a fẹ́ dúró pọ́n ìjáyàjáyà kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ gbogbo wọn ni mo play lánàá yẹ ti gbọ́ voice yẹn ó take me ní 1 hour plus àmọ́ a ti débi tí mo ní kó lọ má pè létà ó ti lè máa mú ìjáyàjáyà 1 hour ni mo fi play program yìí lánàá bó ti já lóra wọn àdéhùn àṣẹ náà ní ìdí fóònù mi I can't wait ẹ ṣáà fún wa ní fóònù tó dáa 1 hour plus ẹ máa ní àwọn dẹ́rù báyìí pé kí ni nídìí èrò tó pọ̀ púpọ̀ a kò need the crowd tó máa jáde ní mega rally bọ́ pé Yorùbá nation ta fi gbà gbogbo yẹn kọ́ la need just a little bit àwọn tó dúró tó wà sure pé yes tí bá pè wọ́n lálẹ́ ní sàn máa dìde tàbá pè wọ́n lórí ọmọ àdìde ibẹ̀ làwọn náwó sí nísìn wọ́n lè máa pọ̀ gbẹ̀bẹ̀ là ń náwó sí là ń tọ́jú wọn dáadáa ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń tà ẹ máa pín ọkàn sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá ò ní dá dúró a ti dúró. How are you? Mo ti ṣetán sílẹ̀kùn yẹn ẹ ká bẹ́kùn wọlé mo ti kúrò lórí Starr Radio pẹ̀lú mo kàn ṣe wá lórí Koiki Media ni kí lẹ́yìn sí. Fọkàn balẹ̀ kí àwọn dẹ́rù bàyìn pé ibi nìkan mo ti gbọ́ àṣẹ ló ṣe ẹ̀rẹ́ pé a lè ṣe kankan lójú yín ẹ̀rẹ́ pé a lè ṣe kankan ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà náà lẹ́ni ká gbé sábẹ́ ẹkùn gbogbo àpàdé ẹ jẹ́ káwọn bàbá yẹn kọ́ fún wa ní date ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jẹ́ nurse tẹ́ bá wà nílé ẹ contact mi ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jẹ́ nurse ẹ make sure pé ẹ get it ìyàwó ẹ bá jẹ́ nurse àbọ̀kọ ẹ jẹ́ nurse tẹ́ wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ contact mi a máa ní ìdí ẹ pè mí à ń ṣiṣẹ́ kan lé lórí gbogbo pé Yorùbá máa lọ yẹn gbogbo tí máa fayé mi ṣe tá máa fi lọ ni gbogbo tó bá gbà tó bá máa gbọnu lójú mi kó gbọnu lójú mi mo sọ fún yín pé ìgbà tí ẹ ṣe nígbà yẹn àkàn ti ṣe irú ibo táwọn bàbá Victor Taiwo sọ yẹn ẹ ti ṣe tẹ́ pariwo síta o a máa help ara wa ni ẹ má máa sọ̀tàn fún wa pé ẹ ti ṣe Yorùbá nation 35 years ọ̀nà kan la fẹ́ gbà àgbọ̀nà kan gbogbo ọ̀nà la fẹ́ gbà a máa palẹ̀ ní wẹ̀ ni peacefully or violent bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn ẹni Koiki ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ẹ ti ṣe Yorùbá nation 35 years àwọn ẹ fẹ́ máa dẹ́rùbà èèyàn kọ̀wé èèyàn mélòó fẹ́ máa kàwé ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé là ń sọ sí ni ẹni ẹ̀ ń kọ̀wé ìwé wò lẹ́ ń kọ̀ orúkọ mi Ọláyọmí Koiki ni ẹ sọ fún wọn pé nǹkan tí mo sọ ni ẹ̀ ń kọ̀wé ìwé la fi jẹ nísìnyí a ní kí gbogbo akáda wá papọ̀ ká ṣe ẹ fẹ́ máa ná káwọn kan bàbá ò mọ̀ ṣe bàbá ṣe kinní kan ìyẹn la fi jẹ ni a ní kí gbogbo àjọ dáwọ́ papọ̀ ká jọ ṣe kí a bá gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó bá máa bàjẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ ìgbà tó bàjẹ́ nǹkan kí ni ìwúlò Nàìjíríà èyí tẹ̀lé máa ń sọ wípé ẹ kí n wà diplomatic nígbà tó yìnbó ń bọ̀ wá kó wa lẹ́rú sọ wà diplomatic tí bá fún yín lépè èèyàn kan bá mi sọ nọ́nsẹ̀nsì yẹn pé kí n máa wà diplomatic talẹ̀ ń bá sọ yẹn èmi wá jẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ yín tó wà nílé ni ẹ máa sọ wípé ká wà diplomatic pátápátá ẹ lọ máa wo program ẹlòmíì program rẹ pọ̀ lórí YouTube kódà àwọn tó ń jó gógó gan wà lórí ibi kíní Òsínwí wà lórí Facebook lánàá tó bá 1.3k ló ń wo program ẹ lọ máa wo Òsínwí náà ẹ wá mọ̀ pé fẹ́ wo Koiki Media ẹ rọ̀ bá ń bẹ́ anybody àbí torí pé ti ń fún wa ní owó tá à ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ wá máa ní ká wà diplomatic bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣèrè ní àwọn olè ń sọ yẹn fún ká wà diplomatic kí ló ń jẹ́ ká wà diplomatic nígbà tó òyìnbó ń bọ̀ wá kó wa lẹ́rú sáwọn wà diplomatic òyìnbó wà diplomatic náà wọ́n bá wọn ya wa sùn wọ́n rape wọn wọ́n kó wa lẹ́rú ẹ̀tọ́ máa jù sómi wọ́n pàdánù èyí wọn ní ká máa wà diplomatic àwọn olè ń bá sọ yẹn ẹ máa lọ wò Òsínwí máa nù Òsínwí tó máa ń dé fìlà yẹn oríṣiríṣi ló máa ń sọ ó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ irú ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run tẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kó jáde lẹ́nu tèmi mo kọ́kọ́ fi sọ láyé èmi náà Òsínwí nígbà tí èmi Òsínwí ọ̀rọ̀ báwo lẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà yẹn máa ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ dọ̀tí ló máa ń sọ nígbà mi ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ́gbọ́n lórí o bò tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin àtọ̀bìnrin ẹ mọ̀ ní táwọn yẹn dẹ́yìn ṣé ẹ̀ lè mi gbé dání ni a ní kí gbogbo àkàdá ó papọ̀ ká jọ ṣe kínní ká get the hell out of Nigeria King Solomon ló ń pè ṣe sùúrù gbogbo ẹni tó bá jẹ́ nurse àti doctor tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹni kọ́ contact Koiki Media fi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ sílẹ̀ kọ̀mẹ́gà rally yẹn a gbọ́dọ̀ prepare for a lot of things èmi kọ́ ni mò ń ṣe prep mega rally èmi ń ṣe tèmi ni o from my media èmi kọ́ ni committee I'm not interested in all that but Koiki a máa ṣe tiẹ̀ màá plant ẹ mọ̀ ó ṣe máa ń ṣe màá plant káàkiri a máa fi káàkiri gbogbo state èmi nǹkan tá à ń ṣe bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà nìyẹn ó kù díẹ̀ ni ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ lọ jẹrẹ sí tán ṣèlú kí n sọ̀lẹ̀ jàre ní jáde mọ́ lálẹ́ yìí o ṣe má expect mi pé máa tún jáde lálẹ́ yìí mọ́ mo fẹ́ fi go through gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ order flag mo ti lọ post a lot ní èmi èyí tó ń lọ America, France, ó rà pé US bíi mẹ́rin or something, gbogbo ẹni ti London ẹ máa rí gbà ní ọ̀la first class, ìkan lọ sí Glasgow, West Midland, ọmọ Yorùbá wà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Bí a ti bá ti sùn dáadáa máa tètè jí láàárọ̀ àtàárọ̀ ẹ̀ máa ó yẹ yín tí bá ti ní enough sleep 8:30 ṣe lò ní so tí bá ti parí lọ́dà pé world media wọ́n ṣe meeting èmi busy I'm sure pé ẹ máa náà rí mi pẹ̀lú wọn kò síjà ọ̀dà dúró tèmi ní for now n tí spirit mi sọ ni mò ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí spirit mi dẹ̀ ni mò ń tẹ̀lé independent ni mi bí ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà nìyẹn ìdẹ̀jẹ́ kí nǹkan kó bá mi níbi tá a dé a ti wà lójú agbá mi and I only trust myself àti bàbá wa Ìgbòho àti Akíntóyè àti ìyàwó Onítìrí I don't trust anybody ìdẹ̀ kí nǹkan wá lọ ṣe nǹkan kan ní ara mi ni mo trust àti family mi ẹ fẹ́ rí mi kí ní kan yẹn ibi tọ́rọ̀ dé nísìn àti débi ojú agbá mi gidi tí wọ́n máa fi di díẹ̀ ní ojú wọn máa ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ ni máa ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ gidi gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ la kan máa sọ lórí social media ni torí kò ń ṣe fíìmù ni mo act wẹ́ẹ́ sọ fáwọn politician ẹ̀ ń pè wá ní coward ẹni wọ́n jókòó sí London wọ́n ń pariwo Yorùbá nation ẹ̀ ń pè àwa ní coward ó kù díẹ̀ bí ẹ̀yin lẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bí a gbogbo alájọ níní ó kù díẹ̀ ni mo sọ so bí alẹ́ nǹkan kan ilé máa ní Koiki wọ́n ṣe táwọn media orí mi spirit mi sọ for now the spirit mi bá sọ ni mò ń tẹ̀lé a ti wà lójú agbá mi gidi ǹjẹ́ kí nǹkan kó bá mi níbi tí mo dé inú mi ni mo mọ̀ tẹ̀lómi gbogbo àlè máa wọṣọ Yorùbá nation ká dé fìlà Yorùbá nation gbogbo mọ̀ tẹ̀ tó lọ ń sọ lálẹ́ tẹ bá sùn mo mọ̀ meeting tẹ́ ń ṣe ìgbàlùkù ló ń ṣe meeting lóru meeting kọ̀kọ̀ meeting ní this meeting gbogbo ẹ ṣe nígbà náà dẹ́kọ̀ nìyẹn àwọ̀ sí nínú yẹn ìta dúró lé àwọn la dúró lé a lè dúró tán a dúró tán gidi ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ tí gbogbo èèyàn bá náwọn ṣe Yorùbá nation mọ́ ẹ sọ pé bọ̀bọ̀ tó jókòó yìí confam ẹ lọ dífá ẹ lọ sí church ẹ lọ sí mosque wàá sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ara la fi ń ṣe ọ̀nìlà ẹ lọ àbí àwọn kan ti lọ confam already ẹ ti lọ confam ẹ ló ṣẹlẹ̀ oúnjẹ ti rẹ́dì ó kú díẹ̀ ẹ ti rẹ́dì ìlú pa mẹ́nu sẹ́yìn yan mi ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ìjáyàjáyà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó da ohun yẹn nìyẹn àwọn dúpẹ́ lọ gbogbo àwọn mídíà tẹ bá jókòó wa máa jókòó padà fún yín politician ẹ̀rín yín pa mí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe but èmi mọ̀ káwọn bàbá táwa gbé dání bàbá Akíntóyè Ìgbòho Òòṣà Onítìrí gbogbo yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa dúró tán ó kù díẹ̀ ni ẹ má ẹ̀ kí wọn sọ fún yín pé ìtagbé dání pé kò ní ṣeé ṣe mo bá mọ́mí wa kan sọ̀rọ̀ lọ Australia àná lóru àná ní 4 kí n tó sùn láàárọ̀ ó tó 5 she was shocked àwọn àrò pé mo ti sùn kẹ̀ àwọn Akíntóyè ní kò sùn ṣúkúṣúkú làwọn sùn ilé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àkọ́dá ń sùn kó lọ sùn kọ́ lọ kí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì lọ gbàjọba kí Sultan Sokoto lọ gbàjọba kọ́ níbo ni Koiki wà mo gbọ́dọ̀ wàtà láti mi kí lọ sùn tí bá gbọ́ pẹ́ẹ́n ní Nàìjíríà pé kú kan ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́rẹ́ Nàìjíríà pín lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ níjọ́ yẹn ń ṣe èrè ẹ máa wò bí májíìkì ni ó kù díẹ̀ níbọn rú ó rán yàrá máa sùn jàre Mr. Koiki how can we get clothes in Dubai ẹ lọ ṣe náà bí Dubai dá náà ẹ jẹ́ wọn Dubai ẹ kò gba template yẹn kẹ lọ ṣe náà flag nìkan a lè send flag sí ní Dubai ẹ ṣaṣọ náà ẹ lọ ṣaṣọ náà ní ohun tó lè àwa káàkiri all over the world suffer bí ṣe lọ ṣe store mọ́mí wa kan bí a voice mi làwọn Mr. Koiki mo níbẹ̀ ni mà ṣàdúrà fún mi títí wọn ní Nàìjíríà o kó lè tó kó ṣe wà yẹn wọ́n gbàdúrà kó tó gan sẹ̀ àfi ká máa dágbádá bolẹ̀ gbogbo wọn pọ̀ tẹ̀ ń ṣe bí i pé nothing is happening everybody is just doing as if nothing is happening but ó kù díẹ̀ we continue with our campaign we continue with our awareness We continue to use everything I can understand in media to educate us. If you know, then educate around me. That's all I can say. Bye for now.